What's going on, everybody? This is the Uncanny Omar, and the Astonishing Melanie will be joining us in a little while. She was kind enough to run out and get some things while I'm here setting up. So hopefully everybody's having a great Saturday. I see somebody is at the Indianapolis Comic-Con. That's what's up. While I have you all here, the few of you that are here early, I will be out of town next week, but I'm taking my laptop with me. So I'll be doing the show from there, and I'll probably get Melanie to join me. She'll be at home. But yeah, it's good to see people out at conventions. Let us know how it is. I know there's Wizard World Chicago's going on this weekend too. Afternoon from Wales. Hello from Canada. What's up, Maximus Jackson? Hopefully everybody's doing all well. Sheffield, UK. Sheffield, UK. I got it. What's up from Half Awake? Josh, hope you're doing well, brother. Torsten's also half awake. Yeah, man, right after my show, we all going to bounce over to DC Fandom, right? Because that starts at 1 p.m. They already leaked out a lot of images. What did I see? That they leaked out some super sexy covers of the Robins, like Nightwing, super sexy Jason Todd, super sexy Tim Drake, and Stephanie Brown. So they're not biased. It's not just dudes. I guess they can't really do that with Damian. That'd be kind of weird. But anyway, I saw those covers. What's going on there, Fargate? Dallas, you were early, my dude. Thank you, Colin. I'm doing all right, man. Not bad. Considering getting a copy of Why the Last Man Compendium Edition after watching your Compendium Sweet Tooth. They are better built books these days, for sure. It's interesting that they did a Why the Last Man Omnibus all in one instead of splitting it up into two, like the two compendiums, right? Because the second compendium comes out next year. What's up, Arjun? How you doing, brother? Sorry I wasn't here for the last two streams. Never apologize, man. Life is always, family, life, work, whatever is always more important than joining the live stream. This is just for fun. Have you got Curtis's microphone? No, is it crackling? Don't tell me it's... Oh, it's crackling. I don't know the problem. Hello. There, that's better. Sorry about that. I fixed it, Ted. Do you know how the Blade of the Immortal Omni spines hold up? The Omnibus spines, as well as the Magic Knight Ray Earth Omnibus spines, sadly, not that well. Over time, the more and more you read them, the more you'll have that crease in the spine. So, sadly, no bueno. I wish I could tell you better news. And they look so pretty, right? Like I'm a little worried about my Vagabond because I've read my Vagabond about 3 times and I have the big Viz editions. So one of them's starting to crease a little bit. So freaking happy for the last breaking news omnibuses. Man, you're so welcome. I love doing those. I love sharing the news with you all. And I'm not going to lie. The next one that will come out on Tuesday, that's probably my favorite one so far for next year. So that's all I will say. Now the sound sounds good. Good. See, I don't have Melanie here, so it's always an issue. Hey, Omar, happy to see you every Saturday. Saludos, Peru. ¿Cómo estás, hermano? Peruanos, viva Peru, carajo. Are you watching Georgia and Kentucky today versus Kentucky today? No, I don't. Football? Is that football, man? Is it football? I assume it's football. No, not much of a sports guy here, dude. I played soccer. I coached soccer or football para mis hermanos allá in Latin America. But I never did get into watching sports. Like I go to baseball games. I go with friends and stuff. I've been to football games, but most of the time I just drink, right? Which I guess is what you do at games. Any info on Excalibur Volume 1? Nothing yet. Nothing solid. What's up, Joe Fell? Uncanny X-Men Volume 5. The more and more I see things changing, I see that book. I say no. I was saying that the earliest could be 2023 at the earliest. So I still stand by that. Maybe early 2023. But who knows? I could be wrong, man. Could be late 2022. That would be a big surprise. Free the Punisher. Dude, I know, man. We need some epics and some omnis of my dude. Dude, the omnis ain't missing since the AMS Volume 1, which was the one I was so high for. The rest were sick. Yeah, there's some for lots of people. There's some that others are like really happy for other people to get. So I think it's a good mixture. That Tomb of Dracula Volume 2 Omni must be coming out. I wish. I don't see that happening until I wish they would reprint 1, 2, and 3 just like that, man. When the Blade movie comes out, that would be cool. Omar, show your shirt with you standing. Sure. It's this. It's Goku. Yeah, Goku from the original Dragon Ball series, and then Goku from DBZ, man. Hey, my love. Everybody. Astonishing Melanie joining us here in a second.
Yeah, in a second.
In a second. Buenos días, Omar. ¿Cómo estás usted? Muy bien.
That one's yours.
Gracias. Actually, I'll be honest with you guys. I'm really tired. I was stupid. I watched, my buddy Kyle sent me the Halloween Kills. So I didn't have to go out to see it. I watched it with my brother. My brother said about 30 minutes in, my brother's like, yeah, I'm done. You have fun with this. My little girl, who's 12 years old, was watching it. And about halfway, she went, I'm sorry, Poppy. It's 1:30. I can't do it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to ride it out. I think I wasted my time writing it. It was not that good. I didn't even like the first one that much. Any words on the Punisher Max Omni's Reprint? No words on any Punisher so far. We still have, we're all the way into August. We still have September, October, November, December of next year. And there's always some surprises too that can sneak in. Thank you so much for the super chat, Spencer. Do you think we'll get an Uncanny Volume 4 with the new spine, though it hasn't sold out? That is a good question, because volumes 1, 2, and 3 that are being reprinted and will be at Penguin Random House, whether at the end of this year or early next year, those will have the new spine design. And I keep meaning to ask if they can send me the spine design so you guys can see. And, I know a lot of you want to see the spines because sometimes the characters are different on the spine between the direct market and the book market. And even though now things, because of PRH, it's the same release date, there's still a difference in the direct market and book market. But thank you again for the super chat, my dude. When's the Justice League New 52 Volume 2 Omni's shipping? Not until next year. That's still coming next year. That we'll get a little more people come in here, and then we'll talk about this Something is Killing the Children email that went out yesterday. What's up, Phil? Hey, Omar, any news on the Asgardian Wars and Born Again Gallery Edition? Nothing yet. They are working on more gallery editions. They seem to really like that format and how well it's sold, or how well they're selling. So more of those will come. There's my buddy Shonda Sook. Will Melanie be joining later? Gotta know how her first week was. Woo, she can tell you all about it, guys. Yes, she's joining us here in a few minutes. She's going upstairs to put a couple things on. Hey, Omar, any news about the reprint of Amazing Spider-Man Volume 3 will be released? Saludos desde Querétaro, Mexico. I just got my review copy in, I think, 2 weeks ago, or last week. Was it last week? So it will be on time now, whatever the schedule is showing. By the way, people go into Previews World. That no longer really is the best place to check, unfortunately, because Diamond's, oh my goodness, Diamond is a mess right now. Not that PRH doesn't have its issues, and PRH's website is not friendly at all. But let me see if I can find out the exact date of that. Sometimes Reed comes in here, Reed Comics, shout out to him. And Walt shows up from time to time, but I don't know when that one will be, the new printing of that. Because we still have Ultimate Spider-Man that hasn't come out. And Ultimate Spider-Man, I think it's... Okay, Ultimate Spider-Man is December. Amazing Spider-Man 3 is November 16th. So, still coming, on time. Do you know about the new Dragon Ball movie coming in 2022? Is it this part of the Super line? That's the only one I heard of, man. Good morning, Omar and Melanie from Benbrook, Texas. What's up, Samuel? I watched Halloween Kills 2. I loved it. I'm glad you liked it, man. I wasn't a fan of the new one. This one, I like my favorite Halloween, of course, is the first one. I love Halloween 1. 4 was the first one I went to go see in movie theater, so that one has a special place in my heart. Like where the guy's thumb goes, or Michael Myers' thumb goes into the dude's forehead. After that, they're okay. Season of the Witch is cool. I know people hate on it. And I thought it had a pretty cool sequel. Yeah, this one was interesting, to say the least. Will there be a reprint of Deadpool and Cable? If it made it in our top 20, odds are probably. Yeah, DC Fandom, man.
I did some searching on bending of those compendiums from Reddit and found it not too bad. Anyway, what's your opinion on those compendiums bendings? Well, the new compendiums, from what I've been told, have a better build than the old compendiums. I'm not a fan of soft covers that have over 300, 400 pages. Like, I'm sorry, how do I put it? The build of these books, whenever you're looking at 50 issues into a book of a compendium, you're looking at something huge, right? So you're going to be doing a lot of reading. So there's going to be a lot of flexing. And there is no inner spine. There's no outer spine. You only have the book spine. So it will flex, but then you'll start getting a crease. That's the way the old ones were built. From what I've been told, the new ones are built better, like the Incorruptible from Boom, Irredeemable from Boom, or the Spawn Compendium, or the Vertigo, Black Label Compendiums. Always Vertigo will be for me. Those I've heard are built better, but since I've only had them for a couple of months and I haven't read, actually I don't think I've read any of the compendiums outside of Incorruptible, and that one, you know, it's holding up fine. Thank you, Jack Ferry, for the super chat, brother. Can you recommend a fun adventure book not from the big two, please? Gracias, hermano. Viva Peru, carajo. Thank you, Jack Ferry, for the super chat. Something fun. Well, it depends. You like mature content? I love Saga, and it's coming back. Saga is one of my favorites. Paper Girls is great. Invincible is a lot of fun if you've not read it. Chew. Those are some from Not the Big Two. If you haven't read, and if you have read them, let me know. Omar, thank you so much for announcing Iron Man Epic Collection Volume 5 and Avengers Epic Collection Volume 8. It is my pleasure. Tomorrow I will be announcing the Masterworks and Complete Collections all in one video, and then I have one big breaking news. Probably my favorite breaking news, selfishly, in a while, on Tuesday. Are you getting a review copy of the Ultimate Spider-Man Omni? If so, when are we getting that overview? I haven't gotten it yet, so it comes out in December, so I'm sure... I know you all know about, you know, the shipping and what's going on in the paper mills and the ports, right? The ports, the docks, and all that being backed up so much. So hopefully nothing will be delayed further, but that's probably wishful thinking. So they are readjusting dates because of that already. Are you thoughts on the Marvel Penguin Classics? I just saw those announced a couple days ago. They look pretty cool, man. They put a lot of work into those, and they look really nice. I wonder what the paper stock is going to be like, is my question. PRH has the updated release as far as the Marvel Collected Editions are concerned. Yeah, the website isn't the friendliest, but they do have the latest updates. I don't think I even use Previews World for outside of... I think I use them for Image. I can't do horror movies since it's the season. I love horror movies, dude. I love them. I've been reading nothing but horror comics. I'm doing my Hidden Gems next week. And then I'm going to do another video of recent horror collected editions that I've picked up that I've been enjoying. Sequel to Dragon Ball Evolution. You liar. Dude, I can't wait for Dune. I don't know if he's in the chat or not. Joey, he went to go see it. And he loved it. He went to see it in the theater. And he was like, you've got to go see it in the theater. So I got to go see it in the theater. Did you see the new NECA Thundercat figures? NECA's doing Thundercats? No, I'm doing the Super 7, brother. I'm a big fan of those toys. Grew up with them. And I just got Wave 2, not Wichitara. Hey. Who's this lady that's not my wife with this wild hair?
Hello, everybody. I missed you guys.
Oh, yeah, she did, man.
I've had time to even read comments. I've had let videos play in the background. Check out the Discord.
Fake fan.
Okay.
Fake fan. There's Joe. He was talking about how great it is.
Yeah. I heard you while you were.
Yeah.
I was sitting down.
I saw the new Venom.
So,
just as good as the first one. If you like the first one, that's more of that.
So I'm good. I'm not going to see it. I'm okay.
People were asking a little bit earlier, how was your first week of school? Chandasuk was asking about that.
It was bad. It was really bad. Yeah. Cricket.
I'm sorry, baby.
getting my groove back by being in the classroom.
Just like Stella.
Saying.
Well, different than Stella.
And these students are in 8th grade, and these students were in quarantine, some of them all last year. It's pretty ridiculous how they act. So they have a lot of growing up to do. And I, coupled with technology, there's 50 programs that like genuinely like 10 to 15 I'm supposed to be using every day. And nobody showed me how. And I think they keep messing up. And I'm like, I just want to teach. I'll let you know when it gets better. You hope.
I forgot about that movie, what the topic was. But man, my girl.
Oh, well,
Angela,
thanks.
though.
Yeah. It's just a way. Yes, acting a fool. That's what I told him like 5 times.
Oh, no. Then, they did start school. Actually, they started school in August.
Oh, yeah. There was a long-term sub because the teacher was had a baby, and then she resigned and didn't come back, and the long-term sub needed to leave before fall break, and so they were hiring. And I'm like, I want to get back into the public school system, which sounds crazy and and Rick Gear say it's been an awful this year being a teacher. I'm spending so much time putting out fires and not enough teaching. Discipline issues everywhere, right? I just never it just hit me like a wall bricks, the attitude. I just was not prepared. So I'm taking and
she lives with me.
I'm taking the route of I'm not engaging in arguing. But then even that sometimes doesn't work. They just continue. And I'm like, stop.
He's
chill.
Also a teacher.
Teaching 9th grade kids right now and a lot of students in person behavior. Yeah. Melanie's 100% spot on. And see, and I taught freshmen for 10 years, but that was like back 2005 to 2015.
Hey, Jack.
And I liked it. I like how silly they are.
I got time for a race. Dude, you know how crazy those kids would be like, that woman's crazy. Any news on the Spawn hardcovers? Nothing yet. I'm sure the Todd father is probably still thinking about it, but he's really busy, man. He is cranking out those toys. He's having GameStop days. He's having Spawn days. It's cool. I'm glad he's to see somebody like that at that age still having fun creating toys. It's his own universe, but it's still really cool. And then he's doing DC toys he's unveiling. Hopefully we will get some news. What's up, Instant Motivation? Much love back to you, brother.
I will say that I said I had to stick it out at least till the end of the school year. And my daughter Lydia's in 7th grade at the same school. And she said, no, but then you wouldn't be able to teach me next year.
Oh, my baby.
I was like, oh, baby.
Good morning from
the best thing
Phoenix in the middle of Sober October. Oh, God, is that what we're doing? Wifey said I could treat myself at the end of the month. Well, good for you, man. You treat yourself. I
am not in Sober October, let me tell you. The last 2 days.
Yeah. My mom has been subbing. I can't imagine a 7-year-old woman out in that. I think she only does special ed. Man, the kids are, man, you got to think too, we've all been that age. We were all in middle school. We know how crazy we were. We were going through changes.
I did say I would never teach 8th grade, but this position was open. and I needed a change.
And those kids haven't, they've had the most weirdest 2 years for teaching, whether they're in school or doing virtual school. Omar, I need your expert opinion on Disney Duck books. Which do you prefer? The Donald Duck or Uncle Scrooge and Donald Duck ones? I prefer anything by Don Rosa, but Uncle Scrooge is one of my heroes.
Oh, hey, okay, one more thing about teaching. Look, I'm befriending the students that draw. This is Connor. I was like, I will set this up in the video. So he drew it for us. I was like, oh.
What's up, Arjun? Omar, what do you recommend to read before the King and Black Omni? Honestly, the Venom by Donny Cates. You're set if you read Venom by Donny Cates. Noel is... I know technically he appears in the pages of Jason Aaron's story, so if you want to get everything Noel, you go back and read that. But you'll be fine just reading Omnibus by Donny Cates.
Thank you, Hayden.
Hey, Hayden.
Hi, great wig, Melanie.
Great toupee, Omar.
No, his beautiful head of hair.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I didn't want to do my hair, so I just put on a wig.
Oh, Graham, I'm sorry. I saw your question earlier. What is my next comprehensive reading order? I'm putting the vote out for 2. So I'll be honest with you guys, because, I'm open book here. open Omnibus here. That October I'm doing a lot of reading, so it's kind of taking me. It's kind of put me behind on the reading order because I would have to stop reading scary books, and I kind of like doing that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up the poll for either BPRD reading order or the Street Fighter reading order, which I think I'm the only one that wants that to happen, for our Patreons this coming week. And that video will probably be sometime in November. And then getting ready with my big shout out to my buddy Aaron, who wants to help me, God bless him, to do the comprehensive Spider-Man reading order. And that will be up against probably Avengers or something like that to see which one wins. An updated one, including the trade paperbacks and hardcovers, not just Omnis.
Matthew Maggie said, no more subbing in middle school.
Oh, Matthew's kicking butt. I've seen if you guys aren't following Matthew on Twitter and on Instagram, you really should. He's a wonderful artist. I've just seen the updated dates for the Omnis in the description. Is Batman TMNT back on? I thought it was canceled. So far it's canceled. I haven't updated it today. I forgot to update it, so that's on me. I'll do that in a minute. But yeah, so far it's canceled. And I know when you hear the word canceled, it's like the worst thing ever because you don't want it to be canceled. But we kind of knew that was going to happen with the date on Amazon changing to 2023, and they don't plan ahead that much. And, DC nor Marvel plans ahead that much. So hopefully it will show back up in the schedule sometime, and it'll be like all the other Omnis that they've canceled. Like, let me look at Batwoman. Batwoman got canceled 3-4 times. Batgirl Burnside, if that book comes out, I'm sure it will. That book got canceled twice. So it's not what you want to see, because then you see books that are forever canceled, like Man of Steel or Starman. That one breaks my heart still. That one never came back. Don't touch me.
I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding, baby.
Big Stu in Orlando is going to stretch Wolverine Volumes 1 and 2 after the show.
My man. Picked them up, huh? Good choices.
And let's see. Maximus Jackson has a wall of Wolverine drawings for my students. Add to it each year. That is fun.
That's a good idea.
I can't wait to do that when they cooperate and I can be myself. And I did not tell him I had a YouTube channel. I told him and like one other kid.
Do not tell those freaking hooligans that we have a YouTube channel.
No, this is my thing. I ain't shared it with you because I shared it.
They'll be showing up on the live stream going, hey, that's my teacher.
I don't care about being made fun of. It's mine, and I'm not sharing it yet because you don't deserve it and you didn't earn it.
Whoa, hey, watch that tone. I'm not one of your students. I'm your husband. Oh, wait, you talk to me the same way. At this moment, I just want to remind everybody to hit that like button, please. That helps with our YouTube algorithm, our channel keep growing. Something small for you all to do, and it means a lot to us.
And I did still quit caffeine. This is decaf, and it's kind of doing the trick. And it's tricking me into thinking that
it's like garlic, right?
I miss
and
the
vampires.
Taste.
Do the Why the Last Man reading order should be easy, right, man? I should do something so easy because I know that Spider-Man's gonna kick my butt. Not as much as X-Men, and you all know how much I love X-Men, but putting that thing together really drained my soul and my brain. And I think it will be the same for Spider-Man. It'll be about 2 or 3 months worth of just a lot of work, but I want to make sure I get it all out there and comprehensive. Even the rare weird trades. But somebody was asking earlier what BPRD stood for, and that is a spin-off of Hellboy. So that's where Hellboy first started, and it is the Bureau of Paranormal Research and Defense. So that's where Hellboy works. And somebody was asking if I was going to include Hellboy, and I think Hellboy is a lot of fun, and I thought about including him in there. So I'll include the Hellboy and the BPRD stories, but probably leave Hellboy out. Because to me, I think the stories in BPRD are better than Hellboy, and they stand alone. 240 watching and only 104 likes. Thank you so much, Indie Cowboy.
New Spooky Chant, I don't need caffeine with the 8th graders. I am uncomfortable and tense all day long that I would probably just my head explode if I had caffeine.
Heck Boy. Alicia calls him Bad Word Boy. It is the cutest thing ever. That kid is a lot like me when I was a kid, just a little bit of a rebel, but she gets away with
her teacher said they love her sassy attitude, that she works hard in class, she works with anybody, she's got a sassy attitude.
Sassy. She's like, what's sassy? And I had to explain to her what it was. But she reminds me a lot of myself when I was a kid. And I'm like, oh my gosh. But she gets away with a lot more because she's cute. She says things like, bad boy, or Minty's a symbol. when she's not like y'all saw the, I don't know if y'all saw the Mighty Marvel Masterworks review of Avengers, but it was me and the kids, and she couldn't sit still. I had to edit that thing like 3 or 4 times. She was knocking down statues back here. She was knocking down books. I was like, whoa, you need to sit still. And she's like, I'm okay. And then all she has to say is Minty's assemble, and I'm like, okay, you can stay. That's cute.
We have not seen What the Last Man.
I've seen 1 episode.
Oh, I haven't.
It's so no, not for me. But if you're enjoying it, keep going.
Like,
keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Books.
Thank you, Jose Arrocha, for the super sticker, my brother.
Greetings, everyone. I've lately gotten into manga and I've wanted to collect all the deluxe Berserk editions. Unfortunately, I can't find any of the volumes. Are they going to appear in the future?
Yes, those are still in evergreen, meaning that they will be forever in print as long as they hold the license to it. But, comics, actually, now is a good time. So with comics, it takes about 5 to 6 months to get reprints going, sometimes longer, and sometimes, now. With manga, I don't know where they're printing their books, but it takes a lot longer. Like some box sets that were supposed to be reprinted from Viz, it's been over a year, and they still can't get them reprinted. Jeez. So it's a lot of work to get these books. Mr. Awesome's here to get these books reprinted. So speaking of reprints, Boom Studio sent out an email to retailers yesterday, and I'm assuming most retailers let everybody know what's going on. And this, of course, with their big goof up. So I love the communication of Boom. First Instagram and Twitter. Oh my God, it's huge. The first Twitter that came out, the first Instagram was like pointing fingers at retailers. Retailers didn't order enough copies of Something is Killing the Children. You go at them with torches. And then, of course, retailers were like, what are you talking about, Boom? Your final cutoff date was a month before the book was out. This is on you. So this email was like, this long an apology, like, oh, well, we're real sorry about that. We goofed up. We're making it up to you. So what they're doing, and this is exactly what I said, is they're going to go back to print. The second printing will have a different foil stamp on it. So it will, so if you're picky about that stuff and you want a first printing, I hope you get it, because the second printing will have a different color foil stamp on it. They are sending out extra slip cases. So it's because it's the exact same book, right? The deluxe edition is the exact same book as the slipcase. Slipcase is just a box, you slide it in there. That's it. That's the only difference. So they are sending extra slipcases. However, like I said, it's going to take some months. I said it would be reprinted next year, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're going back into print. The final cutoff date now is later this year. When they get the final cutoff date orders, they're going to go back to print. And that will be coming out sometime in July of 2022. So if you do want it, go and start pre-ordering. I think the pre-orders are up at cheapgraphicnovels.com. I'm sure Walt's Comic Shop will have some pre-orders. So if you are interested in it, and if you're still interested in it, or if it was just FOMO driving you for now, then now you're like, oh, it's getting another printing. I don't want it anymore.
I meant to address this earlier. A couple of people looking forward to tomorrow's interview you have with Walt from Walt's Comic Shop.
I will be talking to Walt from Walt's Comic Shop tomorrow, because I've interviewed Max from Cheap Graphic Novels. Is a U.S. retailer. He's one of the biggest U.S. retailers here. And I wanted to talk to Walt
because
our
sponsor.
Also happens to be our sponsor. And I wanted to talk to Walt because I wanted to
European sponsor.
I wanted to see how things run over there, how different they are, how long they have to wait, what the differences are between communication and get some behind the scenes, and then also put a face with the name. What I really want to do after a month at PRH has been doing things is get retailers together. I'd love to do that. I'd love to get I don't know how crazy it would be. Maybe 4 or 5 of the retailers.
Wow. That's a great idea.
To talk about, their experience with PRH. You know what?
I was just mouthing the words I didn't know.
Yeah, you didn't know. This is just I had in the shower. I was showering today. I'm like,
I
like to talk to different. I do that every day. I like to talk to different retailers about their experiences. Are you serious? We're gonna do this? All right, but to talk to different retailers about their experiences and what the differences are between Diamond and PRH, what it means for them, of course, prices. I know nobody wants to talk about that, and then what they think of the whole, just everything going on with the ports being closed, the lack of workforce out there for these printers. So, and it really does depend on who wants to do it, because I'm sure some retailers are like, no, thank you. What's up, Doc Holiday? That man that got me in trouble. But thank you. I meant to say this too. At least Boom communicates, unlike DC.
Mhm.
I'll just leave it at that. What's up, Omnibus Cafe? Omnibus Cafe. I haven't seen you in a while,
It's
man.
like said Omnibus.
He's asking about Scales, and then we'll go back up here for just a second. Scales
Yes.
and Dragons. I've read volume 1 so far to take a break from my my horror books I'm trying to read for this whole month. It's pretty cool, man. I dig it. It's a lot different than I was expecting. Like it's like a kid's book.
Oh, Roberto got screwed out of the slipcase.
Well, you'll be getting it somehow. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Yeah,
New
thank
type
you.
JB Lee. I wish there are more collected volumes trades of Legion of Superheroes. Right. I think that series gets no love, especially the Levitz run. Not just the Great Darkness saga. Frankly, I wish DC treated Legion with more respect. That series is a mess. Somebody wanted me to do a reading order of that, of Legion of Superheroes, and I said, sure. But there's not much. You have the Wade run that's collected in whole. And then, of course, when Jim Shooter comes back with Francis Manapul artwork, but that run didn't get finished, get collected. You do have Paul Lovett's run, and you have Before Darkness Volume 1 and Before Darkness Volume 2 comes out next year. But there's so much gaps. And then, of course, you got 5 years later, and then 5 years later, Volume 2, which is insane. I can't believe we're getting that, because you just said yourself, they don't treat Legion of Superheroes with respect. How are we getting a 5 years later Volume 2, which will have the Legionnaires in there, but still.
I did let a student who didn't have anything to read borrow Legion of Superheroes just to read in the class. Isn't that one? Yeah, that you gave me.
I gave you a Legion of Superheroes?
Okay, maybe it wasn't.
You better bring that book back.
Maybe it
I
wasn't.
only have one copy of those.
Okay, I'll check.
What if he's got my only copy of...
No, he's not borrowing it. Just in the classroom. I ain't lending those out.
You better lock those
Unless
things
you
up.
earn my
Lock
trust.
those things up.
They're in the cabinet.
Speaking of manga, is there
Hi,
a good way
Bavarian
of knowing which series is out of print? What's up, Bavarian Rev? Hope you're doing well. Were you in the middle of a sentence, CB?
Which series, Ma?
Ma? The other think they're talking to you. You're Ma. I'm Pa.
Is there a good way to know which series? Your Pa. Wait. Somebody asked earlier, when is the interview tomorrow?
The interview is at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I got to make it so Walt can join. And I'll be doing an interview with the Aussie Omnibus Collectors on Monday at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I think they're going by a different name now. DMV, Direct Market Variants, I think, is what they're going. They just changed their name. Yeah, I mucked that one up. Okay, type it out, and I'll go back to it, man. I'll go back to it, brother.
Team NT Ultimate Collection or the ongoing? Which do you prefer?
The IDW run. So good. Best incarnation of that series. I love them, man.
What about, do you know anything yet about Marvel and or DC Omnis being available in digital?
Nothing yet. I think they want you to buy physical, of course. There used to be a time where Marvel, at least Marvel, for a while did a digital copy with your hard copy. So if like you bought Avengers versus X-Men, there was a hard copy or a digital code. And like Infinity, I remember when Infinity came out, Jonathan Hickman's Infinity, there was a digital code for you to do it. Thank you, baby.
Okay, here we go. Speaking of manga, is there a good way of knowing which series may give box sets or hardcover editions before diving into a new series?
Oh man, no way. It's a gamble. It just like comics, just like trades. You don't know which trade is going to be made into an omnibus. I'm sure people that were collecting the Venom by Donny Cates trade paperbacks or oversized hardcovers are like, oh man, there's an omnibus coming out. See, there's no way of really knowing. It really depends on how popular the series is. Like, I didn't buy any. Hey, baby, you want to say hi?
You want to say hi?
I have something important to say.
What?
At least he's a bully.
Oh my goodness.
Your sister.
That's what
You're a brown belt in Kempo, and your
little
sister is
a
bullying
bull.
you.
There you go. You say
Hey,
hi.
your shirt matches mommy's
My chair. Yeah.
chair. Yeah.
Do you have anything to say? What are you reading this week?
Thor.
Yep. I'm so proud of you sitting in your bed. reading
Shrink
that
Silver
big
Age
book.
Thor. How cool is that?
You say bye. Why am I treating you like you're 5? You want to say bye?
Are
Say
you
bye. Say bye-bye.
are you getting stage fright?
No, she doesn't want to get off my lap. You're cold.
Oh. DC did change single issues with digitals and raise the prices on single issues.
Mr. Texas, hello.
Hey, little minties. So she's reading Shakespeare. That's what it feels like, man. Larry Lieber,
So you'll
Stan
be ready
Lee.
to go in high school to read Shakespeare.
With manga, the only way to know is to see if the series is done in Japan, then hope what they did with translation. Like Demon Slayer, I didn't pick up because I was hoping it was done in Japan, and I was hoping that we'd get a hardcover edition, but instead they went with a box set, so I'll be getting that.
Jonathan, you're using inappropriate language with my child. I'm just kidding.
She watches a bunch of horror movies with me.
No.
She's just not allowed to say it.
Isn't that's such an odd dynamic? I'm like, we don't want them to cuss, but then they hear cussing all the time.
She's a good kid, though.
It's
I
so
did
weird.
say on her 13th birthday she can let it all
She
out
can
on
cuss
one
out-
person.
She picked Uncle
She,
Man.
she picked my brother, man. I'm like, you got 5 minutes of just letting it out on one person.
There's no way she would do that.
She's so sweet.
Do you think Chew will get new printings? Maybe like a soft cover compendium or two?
Yeah, it's a pretty popular series. I think it will. Are the hardcover, any of the hardcovers out of print? Because I really didn't know. I couldn't keep up with that one.
Hey, Omar, is any of the early 90s Image stuff actually worth reading, or is it all about the artwork?
It's hit and miss. There are some, like, I love Sam Keith's The Max. I think Sam Keith's The Max is one of the best series to have come out of that era. I really enjoyed Savage Dragon. Those early years of Savage Dragon was completely worth reading. It was really good, man. I know a lot of people love Spawn, but Spawn, for me, I never really did enjoy reading it. I loved looking at it. Same thing with Wildcats. And honestly, I was a fan of Youngblood, too. Brigade. I was an Image. I was anybody that was in middle school and high school when that stuff was coming out and reading in comics, we were all fans of Image. I don't care how much they hate it now, how much people turn on Rob Liefeld and his tiny feet and big pouches and shoulder pads, whatever. We were fanboys back then, and I never heard anyone complain about bad artwork. We were like, oh my God, did you see the new issue of Brigade? Brigade?
Who did you talk to?
Matt Thompson.
Oh, okay. No, I'm not making
Long.
fun. I'm just like, okay, gotcha. I just wondered.
There weren't a lot of comic collectors, but we did talk about that stuff. And I would hang out at the comic shop. And
Okay, there you
most
go. There
people-
you go. There you go.
It
Okay.
wasn't a big comic shop back then. Finally catching you live. What's up, David? Thank you for
Yeah,
the super
thank
chat,
you.
brother. Maximum Carnage Epic Reprint. Who or how do you custom bound Omnis? Who? Oh, I used to take single issues and trade paperbacks, mix them together. Don't worry about the staples. Take out the ads, put them in the reading order you want them in. Make your own little table of contents. Design your own cover after you get the measurements. You send it out to like the Houchin printing. They'll print it out for you. Now they're behind so much. They'll take a lot longer than what it used to be. It used to be about 3 months. Now it'll probably take about half a year.
You said print it out. You mean bind it, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. They would bind it for you, and you can choose the different binding. I would use, I think it was the sewn binding one. I can't remember what it's called. You can add a little ribbon to it. You can put art on cover. You can put a stamp on it, whatever you want. It does get a little pricey to do it, but I think it's a wonderful way of collecting them. If I had more time, I would keep doing it. Like I mentioned on the show before, like I have a box of Superman post Death and Return that I want to make into these custom Omnis. I just haven't had the time to do it. Maybe one day.
Omar, have you read any of the deviled egg comics?
Nope, not Devil Egg.
You
comic.
love deviled eggs,
I
though.
do love Devil Eggs.
Evil Dead.
I read the Army of Darkness Omnibus. Yes. Oh God, so good.
I didn't know that existed. That does
So good.
sound really good.
Dang
Hello,
it, that
everybody
should have
who
been a
said
hidden gem.
hello.
Thank you everybody for being here. That should have been one of my hidden gems. I really like that book. No, I've already solidified my hidden gems this month. I purchased King Eden based on your thumbnail last week, and I do not regret it. Dude, Yen Press, I need to do that with my oldest daughter and Melanie, that we're so behind.
Yeah.
You didn't read any. Hola, Omar. Saludos desde Argentina. ¿Cuál es el mejor omnibus que viene en 2022? Hey, Kyle Rayner Reviews has a YouTube channel, and he does it in español. Para mí es el que no...
I would say it, but I don't know if you've announced it yet.
Yeah, don't
I
say
think
anything.
You have.
Come back on Tuesday.
Look, I know something. Whoa.
Well, because I said don't say anything.
I'm proud of myself. Thank you for the super chat, Grandpa One, Hot Lady Melanie, and Lord Omar.
What's up?
Thinking about getting the Fourth World Omni reprint. Do you know if they fixed the printing error of the previous releases? Much love from Germany.
Yeah, the second batch of the Fourth World fixed that print. You're talking about the page that they doubled up on? It's been fixed, man. It's all good. I think there was one you missed, my love.
No. Oh, wait, right here.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Thank you again for the super chat. For me, DC never treated their teen teams that well recently. Remember when the Teen Titans was really good, not just retread of Trigon and Deathstroke.
Oh my gosh, I love Jeff Johns' run. I love Titans East. I love 1 year later, all that era. Even when he left the book, when who ended up writing it? Was it Sean McKeever for a while? Then it was Adam Beechin for a while. Batgirl went bad, and that's okay. And we had a whole new team. Robin was mourning the loss of his friend. 2 people in his life. I love that era, man. Why can't they recapture that magic again? And some of it, I mean, even Jurgen's run was okay, and I've got those custom Omnis of those.
You have a lot of custom Omnis of Teen Titans, don't you?
Yeah,
Like a lot.
I love that run. I love New Teen Titans, and DC again didn't show them any love.
Like
it's
9, 10?
I've got the
think that's
entire series custom bound all the way to Teen Titans. It's a lot. It's a lot of books.
Mr. Tech said, I bought into Image 2, Omar, except Shadowhawk and Savage Dragon.
I even bought Shadowhawk because it had the gimmicky cover, and then Shadowhawk 2 had the cover that it was a fold-out cover, and it was him unmasking. So like the fold-out cover was like you pulled it up, and it was him taking his mask off.
At least draws pictures like that for me, where you unfold it. There's something in it. Yeah,
I'll make sure to tell Jim Valentino.
Curtis is doing a binding your own book series on his
Curtis
channel.
is a madman.
Okay, what's the name of the channel?
Epic Marvel Podcast.
Epic Marvel.
Great
Podcast.
guy though. I
Check
love
it
Curtis.
out.
He's a
He
good
was
guy.
helping you Wednesday. With the announcement video. The arms fold out 17 pages. Oh, also Mr. Tex got his Elvira hardcover from Indiegogo, although I don't know why the soft cover was called the Omnibus and HD.
Yeah, they had a issue with that. I'm waiting for mine. I was talking to Vincent. Actually, I just got a box from them of the James Bond books. He sent me like a whole box of James Bond books. Really, really nice of them to do that. And he's trying to find a way to send it to me because it's not for sale for public yet. So he's trying to figure out a way to do that. Nottingham, not. Can you read that name? Nottingham.
Hi, from Nottinghamshire, England. Do either of you think a reversible cover on Omnis would be a good idea? Old V's, new spines per se.
Do I think it's a good idea? Absolutely. I have some Blu-rays like that. I have some video games like that have a Japanese side and an American side, and it's your taste how you want to show them on the, when you put them on the shelf. Do I think Marvel or DC would ever do that? Probably not. Why? Cost, right? Less ink. I'm serious, and that's me personally. I don't think they would do that. They could be cool, but I don't think they would.
What, that only about 50% of the watchers have liked slackers?
Oh,
no,
thank you,
now
David.
that I'm back in the public school system, you guys say things like 5 times for something to get done.
What?
So thanks for the reminder, right? You gotta keep on. And also, like, some people said they're watching on their TV.
Don't apologize,
And,
man. French is
not
my first
getting
language. It's cool. Don't apologize. He's the one that said, "Hells yes."
Oh no, it's fine. I was just being silly. Really, it was fine.
Yeah, don't apologize. It's cool, dude.
Because this is the Saturday morning, like, family friendly show, but I'm always accidentally saying something.
She always accidentally says something. She is correct about that. Custom Teen Titans Omnis was clearly the correct investment. Beautiful, right? They canceled Volume 6. Ooh, look, it's so hard to stay mad at DC because sometimes they'll come back with like, hey, well, we're releasing this. How about that Batwoman Omnibus, Omar? Okay, we're good now, DC. We're cool again.
With the big boot to your face.
Yeah, man, that cover's got a lot of hate.
I liked it first, and then I thought, wait, that boot is really big. I just like the dynamic of it. It was actiony.
This is from Logan. Logan, I recently got into comics, graphic novels, made it through World of Adana. Oh my gosh, you got into some good stuff in the Incal recently. Omar, do you have any recommendations similar to the same vein? Absolutely. Well, if you've read Incal, then you know you got to go with Meta Barons, right? Meta Barons is, oh my gosh. The fifth, is it the fifth power or the fourth power? That's also Jimenez artwork. That is completely worth it. most of the books released by humanoids you would really enjoy, because a lot of them are European, translated into English. Legend of the Scarlet Blade. Oh, dude, yeah, you're in for a treat. I need to do my top 10 European comics. Gosh dang it, write that down, Omar. You're on, Omar.
Yeah.
I'm calling it. We're going to see the Court of Owls and the new Batman trailer.
That would be cool.
That new trailer is going to, by the way, after you leave here, go check out DC Fandom
Totally not.
at 1 p.m. It ends, so we have to end at 1 p.m.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. And then, we'll have an after party. I'm just kidding. I don't know if I could do another live stream. I got so many videos to record because I'm going out of town next weekend.
And I have to go to school and work.
But seriously, like I'm hoping in DC Fandom we get a Black Adam tease, we get a full Batman trailer, we get an Aquaman 2 tease, because Warner Brothers DC really needs this, and I want to see these things. Everything I hear is Marvel MCU, Marvel Spider-Man, what's Doctor Strange, and I'm ready for those movies, but I also want competition.
How about this week? For me to relax, what if you help me remember? Let's watch a couple of DC animated movies. Yeah.
Okay.
Because they're
Not
always
the Killing Joke.
They're always so gorgeous.
Thank you so much, New Type JB Lee, for the super chat.
Good.
It's so weird. In contrast, the Titans, the X-Men franchise, managed to grow beyond the shadow of classic Claremont. I always wonder why. And it's not like for lack of trying. Like, they actually got some talent, right? I think Jeff Johns' Teen Titans is fabulous. I think it's one of the best runs. But there's a lot of things in there that people forget about. Like, Wolfman's run continued past the George Perez collab. Like, I remember when people were asking me, is this where I stop reading New Teen Titans after George Perez leaves? And I said, no, that's like stopping reading Claremont after John Byrne left. The amazingness still continued. I mean, you got Tom Grumet on artwork later on, and I love that guy's art. But I think a lot of it has to do with the way that DC pushed those, right? Marvel was always about pumping X-Men, and the sales were good, but they were always about advertising, and they were always about getting it in the hands of people and spinning out the series, whereas Teen Titans kind of stayed focused, and more it just became about Teen Titans and less about the entire DC universe.
Okay, and let me go on through this super chat.
Oh, yeah.
Doug Holiday, thank you. Hey, team. In the past, DC Comics has integrated religion. Thanks for saying team, because we're all a team, okay?
Yeah, we're team.
Teacher off. Past DC Comics has integrated religion in certain stories or small references, weapons, Spear of Destiny, or background stories such as Phantom Stranger and the Spectre.
Mm-hmm.
As a Catholic, how do you feel about it?
I love it. I love there was of course, Infinite Crisis is my favorite event. And they're all sitting in that church and they're wondering, like, and they did the same thing in World War III by Morrison. They did an amazing job with that story. They're all sitting in the church and they're like, the demon shows up. Right, and then you have the angel that's there. What was his name? Part of the JLA for a while. That was a weird story. And they're starting to question like religious beliefs and stuff. I think it's wonderful. I love that because it's a good conversation. I love when they do it. I love one of my favorite DC moments of all time. I think I've talked about it on the chat a lot. It's the JSA issue with Jay Garrick and Mr. Terrific. You have a guy that's, believes in God, and you have an atheist. And because his wife and child were taken from him, he doesn't believe. And they have this really deep conversation about the afterlife. What if they die in this mission? Oh, it's beautiful. And I think the depiction of it is perfection, because it doesn't matter where, to me at least, right? And I'm just speaking for me. To me, it doesn't matter what aspect of life you come from, what religious belief you have. At the end, we're all human beings. And no matter your beliefs, I think it just, to be a good person to each other is the way we should live. And it doesn't matter, what religious backgrounds you have.
And I know it's Marvel, but with Daredevil.
A lot of that stuff.
By
everybody.
What's my best friend's name?
Chip Zdarsky?
Chip Zdarsky. But I was like, this is great, deep conversations. I really enjoyed that.
Thank you, Zuriel. That was the angel's name. Thank you so much. Let me get one from Michael here. Question: Hickman X-Men Omnibus, will it include Hickman's New Mutants? The latest latest thing I saw is that it is not included. It does not include any of his New Mutants. They directly led into the story of the main X books that ended with the Brute eating the Brute X things. Yeah, not in there, man.
Oh yeah, Good Omens. You like Good Omens?
Oh God, yeah.
I've tried reading that, and
you didn't dig it.
I don't know why.
And
I
you
tried, like,
and you
3
like
times.
Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman, which
Yes,
is so
I
weird.
like Neil Gaiman too, but I guess Neil Gaiman is hit or miss nowadays for me.
Excuse me.
I know, blasphemy.
Get out of
Ironically.
your own house. Thor's Donny Cates is solid. Absolutely, you should read it.
Thank you.
Immediately to. Okay, so when Jason Aaron left the book, he leaves Thor a certain way, and of course, what I've always said, the way I have ever been best described is, yeah, you can play with the toys. And this is the way I feel about writers and editors. Like the editors telling the writers, yeah, you can play with the toys. Do whatever you want with them for the most part. You just can't put them in your mouth and chew on them or anything. But end of the day, you got to put the toys back in the toy box the way you found them. And then somebody else can come and play with them. That's the best description I've ever heard of a comic book writer for DC or Marvel Comics, right? With these characters that are copyrighted, that aren't creator-owned. End of the day, when Jason Aaron was done playing with Thor, he put it there sort of the way he found it with some changes. Of course, he added some accessories. And then along comes Donny Cates and changes it up again. And you're like, oh, that's the toy I saw before. That's a weird analogy, but that's...
That's not. It makes perfect sense.
Not sure if you'll be able to make the book club meeting. Thank you, Eric.
For the super chat. Not sure if I'll be able to make the book club meeting, and just want to say thank you for turning me on to Somebody's Killing the Children. Loved it. Perfect for October. You're welcome. I read that just sitting down on the couch in one setting. Yeah, man, that artwork is great. So if you're interested, it's Sunday for something, October 24th. October 24th, it's a Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time through our Patreon, the $7.77 tier, $7.77 tier, that we have book club monthly meetings. So I'm really excited to talk to everybody about Something is Killing the Children for Halloween. And my daughter read it too, and she wants to read more of it. Maybe she'll pop on. And we film it as long as everybody's okay with it. It's a Zoom meeting, and $5 and up can watch the replay.
And speaking of Patreon, tomorrow is the AMA for those on that tier. You ask me anything at
what time is that?
8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I will be there answering. Anything goes. Is a lot of fun. How many Marvel Masterworks are getting announced tomorrow? Well, you guys, I think, have heard of a couple already. So probably 4 new ones, and then about 5 or 6 new complete collections. One that I'm really excited to announce, because I was like, well, if it's not going to be an omnibus format, I'll take this.
It was American Gods I couldn't get into, not Good Omens.
That's my favorite Neil Gaiman story. How could you not get into that?
I messed up. Surely I've tried to read Good Omens.
Guys, what do you think of the Nightwing costume back to the source? Bruno Redondo is then knocking it out of the park. I would have kept some blue on the boots. I love it, man. I like the traditional look to Nightwing. Well, not the collar. Yeah, the pop-up color is cool.
Yeah, it is. I like
cool.
it.
It's cool. It's cool. It's disco, but cool. I guess why later years, thank you for the super chat again, of the Wolfman era is not finally remembered due to the unpopular characters like Danny Chase and Titans Hunt, and arcs went on too long. Yeah, but X-Men went through the same thing. I think nobody really talks about... To me, my favorite era is the Outback years, and I know to a lot of X fans, that's like ridiculous, right? A lot of X fans hated that era because that era is Longshot, Dazzler, Gateway, Storm, Rogue, and they were going through some rough, dark things and not very happy things. But I loved it, man. I loved that era. Chuck Austin Complete Collection News Booty Channel.
Good morning.
What's up, Purple Rain? What's up, Tommy Vo? That's my boy, man. How you doing?
Yes, Ice Cream Man. I want to read it because I like that artwork. Lydia read it last night.
Love it.
It seems really interesting.
Love it. That's one of my spoilers. That's one of my hidden gems this year because I didn't talk about it last year. Why didn't I talk about it last year? You film it since when? She records it, is what she means.
Yeah, no, he was just being silly.
You being silly?
Because Josh comes to the book club meetings.
He does. Josh's a good guy.
All right, somebody's asking about the Marvel Legends. What's your favorite this year? There you go.
The new toys? Well, I would love to have said the Age of Apocalypse Wave 2, but I just got an email again saying that my order is going to be delayed. But you know what? That's cool. I like communication, so I'm okay with waiting on toys.
I could go get your Wolverines up there.
I already got it.
Your Wolverine set?
I should. Yeah, if you want to see it. If you want to go get it.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Here, answer this question.
Omar, what are your top 3 Marvel runs from the last 5 years? Oh, God. I was going to say Donny Cates' run has been... Al Ewing's Immortal Hulk, for sure. Has been awesome. Jonathan Hickman on X-Men. But Hellions. You know, Hellions. Actually, let's do that. I'm going to go with Hellions. Hellions has been the kind of fun that I've missed out of the X titles. Doesn't take itself too seriously. You don't know who to trust. It's got an ensemble of just all these different type of characters from different parts of the X-Men life. So Al Ewing's Immortal Hulk, absolutely. And then, yeah, Donny Cates' Venom made me really interested in the character again, changing it up a lot of the mythos. As much as I hate retconning like the background of Carnage and Venom, I kind of like the whole.
Here, while you talk, I'll show it.
Sure.
No, you
I
talk.
like the whole aspect of like, oh, these symbiotes are more than we thought they were. And all of it coming, from issue of Secret Wars #8, right? How it's spun out of that. I think that's really cool because it's a fresh take on the character. You don't need to have read anything before it. Would it help? Yeah, absolutely, with any comic. But I think it's a good introduction to the character of Venom for people wanting to get into the character.
I like how Wolverine's shirt's off.
Yeah. I don't like the fact that I had to buy that to get Cyber, Callisto, and Mastermind. Because I already had Omega Red and Wolverine. I don't need another
But you
Wolverine.
did.
But I do.
So, I don't think you hated
I
that.
don't hate it that much, I guess.
Writing teacher had a really good point about Something's Killing the Children, that it's well executed, and to write teacher, nothing special. And I completely get that. Like, yeah, I liked it because it was a lot of fun. But
I am
yeah.
I am announcing a new line of Masterworks. It was the complete collection that has me excited. One of the new complete collections has me really excited. Friend of the channel, Chip Zdarsky, getting no response. I'm sure my wife would have said Daredevil by Chip Zdarsky. I'm sure she would have. Yeah.
Oh, when I was upstairs.
Well, I mean, if I had to choose top 5, honestly, Daredevil by Zdarsky would have been on there. I really enjoyed what Kelly Thompson has been doing with Captain Marvel. Because the thing with me and Captain Marvel is I didn't have a love for that character. My Carol Danvers is from the Chris Claremont era. So it was Binary, right? Like Binary was my my Carol Danvers. My Captain Marvel was Monica Rambeau. And I feel like it was kind of the way it was written, and when she was reintroduced as Captain Marvel, I don't know, it just always felt kind of forced. I mean, even Kelly through the comics run, and no matter who ended up writing the book, it just never clicked with me until Kelly Thompson took over, and she made it fun. And I'm like, oh, this is actually kind of cool. I like this whole legacy thing. Speaking of European comics, have you read any Dylan Dog? I haven't. How is it?
You can always unload Omega Red on eBay.
Yeah, I don't like selling on eBay though, but hit me up if you're interested in Omega Red. Hey Omar, will Boom be reprinting the Incorruptible softcover Omnibus? They reprinted Irredeemable Omni this year. Yeah, those will come back. Boom is a mess right now. Like Power Rangers is going to have an issue too, the Necessary Evil hardcover.
On average, how many pages do you think you read in a month?
Pages?
That's a difficult
I don't
question
think
to answer.
I can do pages. Man, a lot, man. I read every day. Not partly because it's my job, so I have to set time aside to read. Like, if it's a full-time job, then I have to treat it like a full-time job. I have to get up early. I have to set time aside to read. I have to set time aside to edit. And then I also like reading for fun.
I try to make them go to bed at midnight.
Yeah, I mean, she
That works
tries.
for a
but,
week.
especially during this time.
What about a Q&A video about manga?
Yeah,
This
you guys want that?
is asking.
Yeah, I would love to. Like, nothing but manga questions. Now, keep in mind, you're talking to a guy that's 43 years old that grew up with manga when it was coming out in single issues, and also, like, my stuff that I have is old. I still keep up with new stuff, but whenever somebody throws names out there, I'm like, I don't know what that is, dude. When did that come out? Like a year ago? And they're like, dude, that came out 10 years ago. Like when I talked to my buddy Riley, the Omnibus collector, he throws these series out at me, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, son. I'm like, are you talking about Sanctuary by Ryoichi Ikigami? I'm your guy. But if you're talking about like, I can't even name a centaur girl that crushes on slime that got reincarnated into a Dr. Stone. What?
Manga titles are long nowadays.
But yes, I would love to do that.
The same thing with anime, right? Like, I'm like, hey, I'll connect to some kids with anime. I'm like in the 90s. You don't know what I'm talking about.
But I can do that, man. I love manga. It's part of my blood.
Golden Boy. Wait, Taxi Logic, were you the person we talked to like a couple weeks ago? Golden Boy, maybe it's last week, how awesome it is.
The writing teacher. Look at writing teacher. Is that Greg Arlou? No, it's not Greg Arlou, is it? Writing teacher.
No.
He's saying he loves the initial D anime. I really want to dive into the manga. I have a lot of the manga. However, the manga was discontinued. Of course, it was Tokyo Pop.
And RG98's reminding you of that video favorite fantasy comics.
Thank you. I did write all this stuff down. And I promise, like, next month, I'm going to be busy. What month am I not going to be busy?
January?
January. I need a break? No, I don't. I love doing this. My break is this, actually. This is my break, talking to you all on Saturday mornings. Omar, I'm still waiting for your Dude, look at these people. I love you all so much. You remembered. I haven't done like that in a year. I have my list, too. I'm still waiting on your DC Comics for manga readers. I got you, man. I got you, my dude. I promise I will not forget. That's coming. Hold me to that, okay? Hold me accountable. Accountability.
You've got it, yo. Chris, hi, Chris.
What's up, Chris? How you doing, buddy?
Scooped up the Kira box set because Emma had it for a killer price. That's awesome.
That's what's up. And speaking of killer prices, if you live in Europe, don't forget to check out Walt's Comic Shop. It is
Wait, can you remember without reading? Go.
Walt'sComicShop.com. Tell them Near Mint Condition sent you their way by writing Near Mint Condition on one word, and you'll get free shipping on your first order. Flat shipping is €9.90 in all EU countries. They have the best prices on big books, and that's where you can pre-order your books, like Something is Killing the Children, if you want to, or any Marvel or DC oversized books, not just omnibus editions. Great packaging. We'll answer your email in less than 24 hours, and that's customer service. That's Walt'sComicShop.com.
Hey, good job.
That's what I do. I didn't sing it, but I got it.
Now, fan art today?
No,
I haven't had time to look at the emails.
No, I don't think we got any fan art.
No, but
we didn't get any mail.
Shadow.
But but you guys, we do have a PO box.
Assistant. Oh, here, let me.
Final Shadow's good. We should make him a moderator.
If you want to be Final Shadow,
you want to be a moderator.
Thank you to all our moderators. Thank you.
Unsung heroes.
And this is a really positive community where you can lay claim to some comic book knowledge.
I never remember any of that.
I hope you guys have an easy time being moderators. It seems like it. Email us at nearmaycon@gmail.com and or you can write a letter. Love getting letters. I haven't gotten one in a long time. You can send packages for giveaways. Near Mint Condition, P.O. Box 1678 in Versailles, Kentucky, 40383.
Fargate, do me a favor. Remind me, and I will. Fargate has a channel with... what is his name? What is the channel's name? The Amazing Collected Edition? Is that what it's called? Yeah, I'll be happy to. I try to limit myself to 3 or 4 podcasts and YouTube channels that I do every month, but I'll be happy to. That's thinking ahead. So thank you for inviting me. Just shoot me a message. You don't know all the filth I have to delete on this channel, my man.
Really? No, really? Oh,
dude. I mean, sometimes we get crazy people though. Big Herm Collectibles. Big Herm. Okay. I'll be happy to, brother. Sometimes we get crazy people in here that just let it out and they think they can say whatever they want to. Sometimes YouTube catches. Sometimes our wonderful moderators are like, nope, that's enough of that. Get out. Usually but a lot of things slide, man. Anybody can. I never really block anybody. There are some people that critique the crap out of me, and I'm like, what's the point of blocking people like that? They'll always find a way in. You can dislike my video, sure. It doesn't matter.
Just as long as it's not.
If it's not, look, here's the thing. I can take it, but if it's like directed at my kids, my wife, my friends, or if it's racist or anybody, if they're talking to anybody or like homophobic or anything in the chat, you're out. Sorry, man. I'm too old to put up with garbage like that. Have you read Sean Lewis's Bliss? I have not. I haven't read it.
Mods, thank you for keeping the scary people away. Sugarman's like, crazy people in this chat. No way.
After Walt, are you going to do read comics? I love when you ask me things like that. Jeff, I don't know if you were here earlier. I would love to get all these retailers together. I'd love to get Reed and Walt, Cheap Graphic Novels, In Stock Trades, Die and Breed Collectors, OPB, Organic Price Books, to talk about the changes that are coming. Like Midtown Comics, if they're interested. I don't know how many I can get. But, it's it'd be interesting to talk to retailers on that side of things. I miss Leo. That was my boy, man. Leo's my boy. But he would cuss. I let Leo stay after he would say F you, Omar. I'm like, why, dude?
That's why
You get mad at me. I'm like, you're 14 years old. How you gonna cuss me out, man? But you know what? You get a pass because you're a cool kid. You need to. Bliss made me
Wait,
cry. I have a list of books I need to
What
read.
did I click on?
Let me write that one down really quick. Here, I'm sorry. Can you find it again? I need to write. I've been writing down a lot of suggestions.
The approximate.
I didn't have that one, so I will add it. Bliss.
I got into
Go ahead, baby.
I got into Omnibus collecting a few weeks ago. Was wondering, where do you go to pre-order Omnibus?
Depends when you live. Our official sponsor in the EU is waltzcomicshop.com. If you live in America, our official sponsor is cheapgraphicnovels.com. Your home for online books up to 50% off, sometimes more. They'll have a Black Friday sale for those wondering. It's where you see a lot of discounted books, but it's first come, first serve. So you may want to try to get in there early as possible. Tell them the Year Made Condition sent you their way. And you get books free shipping until for your first order. That's cheapgraphicnovels.com. It's Leon sabbatical until Amanda comes back. That's what it feels like. He only likes Amanda, man. That's it.
Man, any day now she's having that baby.
He's cursed. She's getting due. He's cursed me out. He's cursed Maddie out. that
He
kid.
hasn't me. He said something nice to me.
He said hi, Melanie.
Yeah, that's it. He doesn't care about me. How can I get Marvelous sponsor me so I can get free Omnis?
I've told this story
Tell
several times. All right, here we go.
list.
All right, here we go.
You got
And I'm not kidding. You start a YouTube channel. You bust your butt. You bust your butt every day making a video. When you only have 10 views, 13 views, you question your sanity. You're like, oh my God, I spent hours editing this video and only 13 people watched, including my mom and dad. Is this worth it? And you do that with no rewards, with other than maybe making a connection here and there. You do it for 3 years, not missing a day. And you can do it once a week, once a month, but you keep a schedule and people will keep coming back. You don't have any expectations of getting free books or money or doing anything. You do it because you love doing it. And you're seeing the community build and you start making connections with people. You do it for 3 years and maybe the right person will come along and watch it and will reach out to you. And that's how you do it. That's how you get free Omnis. That or somebody that works at Marvel or DC and you're like, hey man, can you hook me up some free books? Yeah, I got you, dude.
that is way easier, isn't it?
That's a lot easier than doing it for 3 years. But
or be a 10-year-old
look,
and
just
you'll
go-
get sent one by Omar.
or be a 10-year-old and I will send you a book. I like playing forward, man.
When you were a kid,
you didn't have
anything.
I can't imagine being a kid and somebody sending me a big $100 book. Like that would have made my life. Like, because I didn't get it. Like I tell the story all the time. In Peru, I only got one present, and one present I mean for Christmas, and I was lucky if it wasn't towels or a bag of rice. And then for my birthday, that's it. No presents throughout the year. My mom and dad, and it wasn't because they didn't want to or they were strict. It's just we couldn't afford it. So to me, like that's my way of paying it forward to kids. Like, yeah. Now I don't know if I'm sending it to a spoiled kid or anything, but then, yeah.
When are we thinking of going back to Japan? First, we gotta buy a house, and then after a couple of years of that,
my goal is 2023. I'd love to do in 2023.
We'll see.
Yeah. We'll see. How did Scrooge get rich? By
wait,
working.
can we tell our trick?
Which one?
The Amazon.
No, that's another segment.
It just takes 2 seconds.
I mean, you can, but you have to. I mean, that's
what you gotta do.
Okay, well, I don't like giving people like financial advice, though. That's financial advice.
It's just an
okay, go ahead,
not
baby.
advice. It's just an idea.
Go ahead, baby.
Only if you can, just genuinely budget your money. Get an Amazon credit card. Treat it like a debit card. Mm-hmm. You really don't want me to say this
because I don't want to tell people to go get a credit card.
Oh, okay.
With great power comes great responsibility.
But you have to treat it like a debit card. You don't use it unless you have the money.
Absolutely.
And you pay back immediately, and you gather those points, and they will add up. Those are our airplane tickets.
Yep. Seriously.
You gotta treat it like a debit card. You cannot. That's just what you use all the time, and you don't. This isn't going to end well. That's it. I'm sorry.
I turned 3 times 20. Yo, next May. Does that mean I get 3 on me? If you had a kid, have your kid email me. Where can I buy comics in India? Usually Amazon, I think, is the only place. You guys are very limited over there because I get a lot of emails and messages from people from India asking me how do they get books, and sadly, there's not a lot. So, what are the chances of the Bleach manga box set volume 1? It's out of print, expensive. That was coming, but my contact at Viz left, so now I have to work and build a relationship with my new contact. And she's only emailed me once. I know she's super busy, but that will come. I remember when Gabrielle, that was her name, coincidentally, she told me that was going to be coming, but they're having to wait. Because I sent her my list of books that they still had the rights to. And she's like, okay, yeah, we're going to look into this. We didn't know that these books were going for, I mean, they were going like for $300, $400 on eBay. It's insane.
BJ Kicks.
What's up, buddy? How you doing, man, with the
What's up,
smoothest
Omni?
voice?
Yes, headed to film a DC Fandom watch party, but I hope the stream is going well.
Thanks,
so
man.
check it out on his channel.
Yeah, man. If you want to go and party, talk about the DC Fandom, go and check out BJ Kicks. Really good guy. Yeah, I wanted to talk about that, dude. It helps build credit, but I don't want to give advice to people and be like, you need to go get a credit card.
You have to say, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not giving you personalized financial advice.
That's the way Dan does it. Are you a lawyer, dude? That's my buddy Dan. He was like, I'm not giving you free legal advice. I'm just telling you what I would do. We need a Secret Wars Omni after the reprint of Avengers by Jonathan Hickman. Yeah, how would they do that? Oh, you would want all of the Secret Wars, like the Secret Wars, the Battlefront books. Cool. Yeah, that would be cool. But man, people would be upset if we get that before House of M and Civil War. But who knows? One day.
Jeremy is sending you a shout out, BJ Kicks.
Yeah, BJ Kicks.
Oh, what other cons have we been to? Chicago Con was so much fun.
Yeah, we used to do that a lot.
It was so much fun. And remember, I was going to hand out, I tried handing out our little business cards for Near Mint. I wasn't on the channel.
About Heroes. That was about Heroes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. About Heroes, the podcast that I was on. Never mind.
You were on that podcast.
And I was going to hand out suckers so people would actually take it. Right? Because I walk by, I'm like, oh, I'll be nice to take it. But sometimes I'm like, no, I'm good.
I miss those.
Those were, the anime convention. Me, you, Becca, and
Chris, Trevor. We used to go to, yeah.
What was it in Baltimore? And Tommy got lost.
Otaku Con.
Oh, we
went to the very first Otaku Con. Oh. Omar, this year in New York Comic Con, there were almost 0 vendors selling Omnis. Seems like this is normally the case at New York Comic Con. Yeah, I don't understand, man. I know my buddy Dying Breed Collectors, he's at Wizard Con right now in Chicago. He's got a big booth of like his Omni set up. So if you're in Chicago, go and say hi to him. He's a good guy. Hold on, Omar. Another Gabriel. This is another alias. No, that's her name. Her name was Gabriel, and she left Viz just recently. My humanoid contact hasn't reached back to me though. They treat me like DC. If you had to put together a team of superheroes that you know wouldn't work together well, who would you pick? Madeline Pryor, Jean Grey. Probably put them together.
There you go. Yeah,
right off the bat with those two. Megatron and Optimus Prime. Although they do have a bromance going.
Hot.
What?
I'm sure there's a thing for that.
Rick from The Walking Dead with the
and
governor.
I'm not king shaming.
Okay.
Oh, and Rachel. Put Rachel in there.
Rachel Summers? Yeah, that gets awkward.
That's Owls in the barn saying.
Baron Zemo and Bucky. This is a weird team.
Bucky O'Hare.
No,
Ileana
not that
and
Bucky.
Pixie.
Yeah,
Exodus
they would be
and
fighting
Wanda.
over who gets to teleport them. I was trying to think of political people, but then I don't want to go down that road. Never mind.
Deadpool and Captain America.
Deadpool would get on most people's nerves, but he actually worked with Captain America, though. Yeah,
he's like such a patient guy. He would hold him accountable.
He was part of that Uncanny Avengers team, so that might work.
Oh, Robot Design said if you want a dysfunctional team, just let Rogue pick one again.
Well, that's like her family, right?
Hi, James Abel. Guts and Griffith, but they did work so well together.
These women, they ship Guts and Griffin.
No, I don't.
Oh. You're one
But
of the
they
few.
work so well together. Nah, I don't. Nope, I don't.
That ship, Serpico and Lady Farnese.
How about
That's kind of gross, actually, if you know their background. Any good connections at Image yet? I do have a connection there. It's just that she's super busy and they're pumping out books every week, and that's what she's trying to get out. And I'll try to reach out to her. She's a good lady. I like working with her. She's donated some things to the channel, giveaways and stuff. I always thought Deadpool and Punisher are a funny team up. Yeah, they have worked together. I think Deadpool is one of those characters like Harley Quinn.
yeah.
Although Deadpool and Harley Quinn would drive me insane in a book. That's a little too much.
Oh, that's too much. Two big personalities. What about Alpha Crypto?
No, what's the cat? What's the cat's name? Alf and the cat, the super cat.
Oh yeah. Wait, Alicia had that little kid book. What's the cat's name?
I cannot remember.
No, I'm asking them.
Oh, okay.
We'll find out. What about Space Usagi and Bucky O'Hare?
Spider-Man and Punisher. Goose is from Miss Marvel, right? I was thinking of the Supergirl's cat. Streaky. That's it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I
Garfield.
don't like that name.
Garfield.
We watched Garfield YouTube videos the other night. Garfield minus Garfield.
Yeah. Are you expecting anything from DC Fandom? Hopefully some movie stuff, man. DC needs them. We need a Black Adam. We need a teaser trailer. We need a Batman full trailer. We need an Aquaman 2 teaser trailer. And you know what I really want to see is a Green Lantern Corps teaser. That's what I want to see. I'm excited for it. But I get excited about these things, and then eventually I'm like, oh, well, I guess cool for that. So we'll see. Tea and coffee. Tea and coffee.
How are the Duck and Moon Knight?
I almost went with like Gwen Stacy and Green Goblin. Then I forgot about Sin's Past. I'm like, no, that would be.
Well, that was retcon.
What's up, Kyle Davis? Pierce Brosnan, rumored to be in the new Aquaman. Really? Who's he going to play?
Hi, Kyle.
Hope you're doing all right, man. Black Adam won't suck. You heard it here first. Owl's in the barn. Owl's in the barn. I like saying it like that. Alf and Panther. Have you watched any of Aquaman King of Atlantis animated? Is that the one that looks like it has that new cartoon look, like what the heck is that thing called? Steven Universe? That one? Is that what you're talking about, James? I haven't seen that one yet. Pierce Bronson's Dr. Fate? Really? I haven't heard about that. Now that's a shocker. That's cool. Dude, hi Omar, I'm a huge fan of early artwork by Joe Matt. Any news on maybe a road to Onslaught Omnibus in the near future? If I can hint at it, that would be cool. I want that too. That's a big old gap filler. I know most people want Uncanny 5, but Road to Onslaught Omnibus would make me happy and lots of people happy. I didn't even like that story. That's how big of an X-Men fan I am. I don't care about that stupid story. I hated that time of the X-Men. But boy, that would make my day if we got to Onslaught Omnibus. What is wrong with me? The Curse of X, baby. Curse of X. You know what won't suck? Chris has been hinting at this. Silver Surfer Dan Slott.
He was working it into the comment.
Man, I hope so. I hope so, brother.
Good morning, guys. Omar, what's the status on Absolute Swamp Thing 3? Is the release date still firm?
No, that sadly has been pushed until next year. I think early next year.
Hey, Child Harry. Hurry.
What?
I'm not pronouncing your name correctly. Omar, Comic-Con, I got King in Black #5 signed by Cates and Stegman.
Nice,
Congrats.
brother. Both of them are really good people. Like, anytime I've talked to them, they're cool. They're really cool people.
Mm-hmm.
I saw some Green Lantern Corps books on OPBYT channel. Are they out of print? The Green Lantern Corps trade paperbacks or the hardcovers? Those are out of print. So a lot of the hardcovers are out of print. So War of the Realms Omnibus in chronological order. The only books they put in between there are the Thor books. The Thor issues. And one of the War Scrolls. But that's it. I don't think everything else is left in the back. I wish they had put a few more issues in between. Not every one of them. But yeah, it's not in it's in, oh my gosh, how do I answer this? It's in a good enough order if you want to read the main event with the Thor issues, right? Which is that's the meat and potatoes of the story.
That makes me hungry.
No, that was not my intent. But then after that, you'll want to read more of the miniseries, and the miniseries took place in between those issues. Those are in the back of the book.
Fargate's saying absolute carnage Omni, Venom OHC. So think of just getting the King of Black Omnibus because Donny Cates Venom Omnibus will be too much double dipping. But it has some of the standalones.
It does that have never been collected. So
Omar looked out, and I'm getting a deal on Tomb of Dracula CC volumes 1 through 4, Werewolf by Night CC volume
complete
1
collections.
Okay, Man Thing complete collections volume 1 and 2, and the Monster Frankenstein.
You did look at. I mean, dude, that Tomb of I saw a finished sale on Tomb of Dracula volume 1, meaning somebody bought it. I don't know if they paid for it, but it went for over $400. What is happening? Who has that money? Nope. You know, I'm not shaming anybody. If you got the money and you want to, go for it.
You don't give financial advice.
I don't give financial advice. Don't make fun of me. I don't talk like that. What Judge Dredd crossover would you like to see? Well, he's already met with Batman. That's cool. Punisher would be kind of cool. And them just judging each other. I guess, I don't know, Alf and Snarf. No, I'm just kidding.
That's what somebody said. They were
Alf and Snarf. Judge Dredd. RoboCop. Actually, Judge Dredd and RoboCop. That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
Seriously.
There you go. Adrian just got my all-new Wolverine Omni. I love the sleeve, but the hardcover art is just gorgeous.
It is. Yeah, I love the hardcover artwork.
Judge Judy and Judge Dredd, yes!
That's what Alicia said. Judge
or
Judy.
Lydia.
I thought it was, no, it was that's an Alicia type of joke. Judge Judy.
Judge Dredd versus Terminator.
Anisha's asking, have I read illustrated books of Lovecraft at the Mountains of Madness and Call of Cthulhu? I haven't read the illustrated books. I've read the manga of Call of or Mountain of Madness.
I didn't know there was a
and it's beautiful.
manga.
It's probably one of my favorite manga, but it's based on, or one of my favorite horror manga, which I'll be doing that video towards the end of the month. But I don't know if it'll make it in my top 10. It was really good, mainly because the artwork is just gorgeous. Judge Dredd versus College Debt.
These are all so good.
Judge Judy and Executioner.
Have you guys heard of Hoopla? It's
Yeah.
a great alternative when you have an empty wallet just want to read.
Absolutely. Yeah, my friend is I have a couple of friends that are like librarians, and they always push Hoopla. So if you have like here in the state, I don't know if this goes into other countries, but here in the States, if you have a local library, you have Hoopla, they'll let you read free books. It's like checking out a book through a library, except digitally. Hey Omar, do you know if IDW will print any old Usagi Origins from Fantagraphics and Dark Horse in color? Yes, they're printing them all in color. Are you asking if they're going to print them in hardcover format? That I don't know yet. Maybe one day.
Somebody mentioned earlier that drinking decaf like gives them a headache. A little bit of a headache.
You know, maybe you should stop drinking decaf then.
It tastes good.
Okay, well, then, I mean, you know, you got to deal with those issues. Any chance that Tokyo Ghost HC will get a reprint? Absolutely, there's always a chance, but it's up to the creators. Omar, what's the Wolverine Legends book you have in your thumbnail? It's not a book. It's the box set, man. The box set of the toys. It's the newest Wolverine box set. I think it's an Amazon exclusive. Speaking of financial advice, for someone interested in joining the Near Make Edition Patreon, hey, my man, what are the financial options that may be best suit someone like me? New Spooey channel, you seem like a man that has a lot of money, so we have a $25 tier. That's a one-on-one with me, man. That's a lot of fun. I love doing those. I do limit myself to how many I do every month, so it's limited, first come first serve kind of thing. And thank you all the Patreons. And I know not everybody.
We have a $1 tier that you get some documentation, his notes, and something else. Or is that it?
Voting on old reader, new reader.
Yeah. And $5 tier, you get access to the Discord server, and lots of people having great conversations and early access to videos,
like the breaking news videos. They'll get access to that.
So the $7.77 tier adds Ask Me Anything and the book club, and then $10 tier adds your name at the end of videos, and then $25 tier is sold out.
Yeah, it's a one-on-one with me.
Yeah.
So
consultation.
It's a lot of fun. I thank everybody, and I know not everybody can afford it, but thank you all.
He couldn't make these videos without that support.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like make it a job and spend this much time on it. So thank you.
It's wonderful. Join the Patreon and be a driving force behind NMC. That's right.
Hey, I like that. That's it. Look, see,
Which tier gets you a person high five? In person.
In person.
In
High
that person.
five.
That's the buy me a few drinks. We'll see where this goes tier.
Thank you for the super.
Thanks, brother.
Super sticker.
Nope.
Nothing here.
Thank you.
Oh, like that.
Tadesh. Top 5 Fantagraphics editions. Ooh.
Yeah, I got. Your voice just hurt my head.
My ooh?
No, when you were like top 5 Fantagraphics editions.
Well, I know one of them is going to be the deluxe hardcover slipcase edition of The Life and Times of Scrooge McDuck. It hasn't even come out, but it's going to be the most beautiful book that Fantagraphics has put out. The Eternaut, wonderful, beautiful edition. Oh man, this is tough. I gotta get them out. I gotta get my books out. The slipcase editions of the Peanuts though are beautiful. I do like those. So those are top 3. Omar, what's the Wolverine Legends book in your thumbnail? I thought I answered that already. Ryan, where'd you go, man? It's the toys. It's the Marvel Legends toy. It's not a book. So it's the toys.
Yeah.
No,
actually, what did you show the back? Because when it was upstairs, I was like, "Oh, what book is that?" I thought it was a book too, because I saw this side first.
Yeah. No drinks for Omar from Omni Dog. That guy's cheap. He ain't buying me no drinks.
Oh, hush. Yes, he did.
I love that guy. He's a good guy. He's a good friend of mine. I broke up with my girlfriend over the last year. Suddenly, more money seems to be materializing. I don't know.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry you had to go through a breakup, man. Have you been keeping up with all the DC comic archives? Any personal favorites? Tales from the Crypt is my favorite. Like, Tales from the Crypt is my all-time favorite. I know there's Haunt of Fear and Vault of Horror. Shock and Suspense are great. Actually, I really enjoyed the Frontline, too. That was fun. But, yeah. Will there be an Immortal Hulk Omnibus? I'm sure there will be. I just don't know when. With everything going on with the artist, Joe Bennett, and then just personal attacks on people, and then the writer saying he will no longer work with him as an artist, or anybody, and people saying they won't work with him. Maybe they need to lay low for a while and then announce it. I don't know. As a business, what do you do, right? You have an artist that has claimed to say some bad things, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, well, this is one of our top-selling books. What do we do? Omar's a cheap date. He'll high five after a beer. I didn't say 1 beer. Maybe 2. You buying the giant EC artist editions? I am not. I only have a couple of them, and of the artist editions. The Jim Lee one and the Life and Times of Scrooge McDuck, sent to me by a few wonderful people. Hi, Omar. Help. I suffer from FOMO. I finally got Cape Crusader 4. What's your thoughts on overpaying? LMAO. I've been guilty of it. I haven't done it in years, though. The last time I did it was 7 years ago, and I'll share this. I paid $500,000. That saying it like that hurts even more, so I have to say it like that. $500 for the slipcase edition of Usagi Yojimbo. That Fantagraphics said at the time they would never reprint the hardcover edition. So the prices kept going up and up and up, and I'm like, okay, it's time to do or die, man. I got to do it now. I sold some things. I think I sold some Marvel Legend toys, and I got it. I was happy. And then last year they announced they were reprinting it. So it's a big deal that they reprinted these books. So
you're saying you sold stuff to get it, though.
So my personal thoughts is, who am I to judge anybody? If you've got the money, then do it. It's your money. At the end of the day, you're a grown man, I assume, and you can do whatever you want to with your money. I am here not to tell you what to do with it. Would I tell people, no, don't overpay? They will come back into print eventually in some way or format, Like, I know right now one of their biggest books that's out of print is the Batman Second Chances. That will come back in some way. If it's Marvel, it's a sure bet it will come back in some fashion. Like Tomb of Dracula, right? Complete collection's out of print. Omnibus is out of print, but we're getting the Marvel Masterwork. So it will come back in some way. Some way or fashion.
Rob, if you're still here, thank you. It was fun hanging out with you this morning. Got to go Tamale Day 2021.
Tamale Day,
button, y'all.
Thank you, Robert Marquez.
Tamales. Talk about meat potatoes, tamales.
Wow, there's my boy Lionheart. What's up, brother? Omar. By the time November comes, I'll have 3 slideshows stuck at the shipping ports. Also, my 22 Marvel Omnibus list is up to 37,
Wow.
my man. And I haven't
Wow.
even announced my favorite ones yet. That'll come Tuesday.
Sideshow statues.
You know about sideshow statues.
There you go.
$500 hairs. Oh my
Doll
word.
hairs.
Doll hairs.
Thank you, Mega Shrimpster. 3 questions.
All right, what do you got?
Do you enjoy Western comics?
Yes.
Okay, yes. What's your favorite?
Blueberry and Son of the Gun.
And will any of those Mighty Marvel? No, I'm sorry, not Mighty. Which was the
Marvel Masterworks.
Marvel Masterworks announcements be Gamma related?
I think so. I think so. I think one of them will be Gamma related.
There you go.
Wink, wink.
Omar, I just found out Superman Batman
Yeah.
Omnibus Volume 2 got pushed to March of
Yep.
2022. Very disappointed.
It is very disappointing, but at least it's not canceled. At least we know they're still coming, right? So that's a good sign. It's when you start seeing the year 2099 or 2060 that you're like, oh God,
Spider-Man 2099.
it's not coming. Why? What happened, DC?
Torsus says, the most I spent for a book was $250 for Justice League Bronze Age Volume 1. No trust in this coming back anytime soon. Maybe ever.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm a grown man.
John
Thanks for
is
overpaying advice.
overpaying
It's
advice
your money,
is
my
good.
brother. You do what you want to with it. If you really want to enjoy the story and you must have it in collected edition format, you go for it. And if you got the money.
Claudia's saying, waiting for Gail Simone Wonder Woman Spidey versus Venom reprints. Those go for crazy high prices. And hopefully someday a Gale's BOP, Birds of Prey, Omni, and Ruckus Wonder Woman. Mm-hmm.
Bigger question.
Okay. Oh, Mega Strips, you're welcome for answering your Q&A. You need to make the answer my Q&A thing a t-shirt.
Leo will sue me.
Yeah, copyrighted. Big Stu in Orlando say, please let Dark Horse know that Big Stu needs Bendis power and oversized hardcovers. Much love.
I thought that was, thank you, brother. I thought that was still Bendis or Bendis Jinx World, whatever.
What's the chances of Suicide Squad Omnibus, either New 52 or some other iteration? By the way, we needed Tom King Batman Omnibus.
We do. We have a volume 6 coming out, so that gives me hope that we'll get one. I think Suicide Squad, I mean, with the movies they gave us 4 trade paperbacks, which I guess is better than nothing. I don't know. It's so hard to guess with DC. I never thought we were going to get a question omnibus. That's why I have 2 custom bound omnis I paid an arm and a leg for years ago. And now we're getting a volume 1, knock on wood. My favorite Suicide Squad would be Ostrander's run. So I would love to see the original collected in omnibus format.
Why did She-Hulk get delegated to an Epic collection instead of continuing as Masterworks? Not that I'm complaining, just curious.
The Masterworks will still come. They just wanted to start a new line because they know not everybody gets a Masterwork edition. They're too expensive. Not everybody gets an omnibus edition. They're too big and expensive. And people are happy with the Epic collections. They are some of the best-selling books in the market. So let's make... it's funny. When I talked to David 2 years ago, he told me, not everything can be an Epic collection because we were trying to get the name of Conan. This is crazy. This is how much of a role we've had as a channel, guys, to put things into perspective. Not only adding books to Omnis, which, by the way, he got back to me.
You trying to remember to say it or not?
Yeah. So Young Avengers, they're adding Young Avengers Presents because we asked. How cool is that? They're adding Young Avengers Presents to Young Avengers by Heinberg and Chung Omnibus. That's awesome. We made that happen. You guys reached out to me. I also wanted the books in there. And I emailed him. Now, some of the books he said no to, but that's okay.
Was that in the poll?
I can't remember what that one was. No. That's adding books to.
Oh, okay.
Like I announced the omnibus, and people were like, "Omar, what about these 6 Young Avengers Presents books? They've never been collected in oversized format." And I was like, "I'm already on top of that. I was going to ask about that." But the ones they added, like Marvel Comics Presents issues to the Doctor Strange Omnibus Volume 3, people suggested adding those in there, and I did. So where was I going with this? Oh, to put things into perspective is what I was saying. That's what I was saying. Where was I going? Oh my Lord.
Why did She-Hulk get delegated to an Epic collection?
Yeah, I had a thought. Where was I going with that?
I don't know.
To put things into perspective. Oh, Conan. That was it. 2 years ago when David, we were trying to get Curtis reached out to me. Is there any way they can change this Conan complete collection to an Epic collection? I emailed David, and David got back to me. He was like, no, not everything can be Epic collection. And then about 3 months later, I get the list. I'm like, David, this is an Epic collection. He was like, I know. Sometimes things are better selling at Epic as Epic collections. My train of thought still boarding at the station, my man.
Thank you. for
Oh,
the
what's
super
up,
chat,
John Carlos? How you doing, buddy? Hey guys, Omar, have you read any of this Shadow Man Omni that just came out? Looks interesting. Want to get it, but don't know anything about it. Is it the classic stuff? Because I may get it for the channel, and it'll be my first Valiant Omnibus, and then I'll go down that rabbit hole, spending $5,000 to get the rest of them.
No, you
Because
won't.
all of them are out of
That's fine.
print right now.
That's fine. You won't. You won't.
Go to this question right here. Is it illegal to read comic books online for free? Just curious. No. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you can go to Comixology. A lot of the books are free right now. Like, my friends and I are planning to do a long Halloween with Dying Breed Collectors giving away a copy of the new Batman Long Halloween Deluxe Edition. I think that will be on October 27th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And right now, the book is free. You can read it free digitally through Comixology.
Dylan actually prefers Marvel Essentials
Really?
over Epic Collection.
Now, that's something I haven't. I think they're done with that line. They want everything in color in a nice format, and the Epic route is the most affordable way.
Can you ask David Gabriel if we can get Mark Grunwald's Captain America added to some empty omnibus covers?
My
and
man.
sides?
Oh my God. I would love that. I would love that, man.
David C. despises the Essentials.
Strong word. I had a good conversation with Tony Fleece about these. He still has, like, he loves the Essentials. He's the guy that wrote Stray Dogs. Love that book. If you haven't read that, you really need to read it. My daughter read it in one sitting. It was powerful. Loved it. One of the best books I've read in 2022. So it's probably going to make it to 2 on my list. What's up, Derek Tyler? How you doing, buddy? Omar, even though it's running late, will you be reviewing a particular Dan Brereton release? Yeah, Nocturnals, absolutely. As soon as it comes out, brother. I'm looking forward to that collection. I was reading that stuff when it was coming out in single issues.
Eric Luke run of Wonder Woman would be nice in trades. Now we have
Messner Loebs.
Any runs you'd like to see?
I'd like to see Messner Loebs and Rucka collected in omnibus format, honestly. We're not missing much. We have a lot. We have Jimenez, we have Byrne, we have most of Messner Loebs. We still need, I think, one more. No, where's that coming out? I can't keep up with what's been canceled or not, honestly. So we need just the small little gaps in there.
Marvel Essentials get stinky after a while? Like, literally? Like, they
I never
smell?
heard that. I never heard that one. I was confused. Should I get the Usagi Jimbo Saga or wait for the color reprints? Oh, the original way these were released were in black and white. So if you want to stick to the way, the true form that these were released, get the black and white ones. I mean, I did the same thing with my the Turtles, right? Like the complete collections, the hardcovers. I could have gotten the colored versions that came out later, or I got the hardcovers, and the hardcovers is the way that I went with those. So you get however you see fit. That will eventually be all reprinted in color, just out of order, and I don't know if they'll get the hardcover treatment.
Which She-Hulk Omni do you recommend? Byrne, Slott, or David?
Don't tell Peter David. John Byrne. I love John Byrne's run. Omar's Flash by Jeff Johns Omnibus Volume 3 getting canceled. No, it's just being delayed. It will still come out. There's no way they cancel a book with Jeff Johns' name. Even though we don't have a Superman Omnibus by Jeff Johns, that book is not going to get canceled.
Stray Dogs makes you hug your dog.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's something I am going to talk about when I talk about the books. Like, if you do love animals and don't like seeing them in pain, then stay away.
Yeah. Why is DC canceling stuff? That's a big question.
Could be a number of things. I don't like, okay, number one, if it's like Marvel is shifting their schedule around. Like Captain Britain is now coming out in March or May, I can't remember. And that's okay. The issue with, and it's because, so a few things are happening. There is no paper shortage, first of all, not in the world of comics. I'm not going to deny the fact there is a paper shortage, but we've always had a paper shortage. Number two, the mills, paper mills, and the workforce. They can't get people to work, so they have to close. They have hours that they're limited to. Number three is the ports. The ports and the docks are closed. I mean, you can look on Google the map of the ships that are around the ports. It is insane. How does anything get done? You're limiting the amount of workforce hours. You're limiting the amount of workforce, and on top of that, you're the boats are just docked, so they're out in the water. It's insane. But instead of canceling stuff, they really just should have moved things to the schedule. Because when you cancel something, I don't know if you guys pre-order, but the cancellations are a mess because now the people that are pre-ordering books have to reorder the things. They should just reshift the schedule. Like, it's still coming out. Like Marvel, that's the way they did it. Marvel's like, okay, well, this sucks, but it can't be released in November. Let's release it in May of next year. Making it easier on the retailers so they don't have to cancel orders. They don't have to give you your money back. So, Predator, I asked and they said it will come out when it'll come out. It has nothing to do with the rights.
Josiah, yes. Pride of Baghdad.
Oh, brother.
Breaks your heart.
Omar, I just read Pride of Baghdad on your high praise. Why'd you do that to me, man? Yeah. I did warn people, if you don't like animals hurt, do not read Pride of Baghdad.
Hi, Ben.
What's up? How's my Ben Uncles? I have no idea if that... it's not Ben Uncles, is it? Am I mispronouncing your name all these months?
What's up, Omni? Happy Saturday. Couldn't make it live.
Couldn't make...
Wait, but you are. Wait, what? But I really liked hearing your Tony Fleeks. Oh, interview. Oh, live to the interview for Friday. Would love to see more smaller creators get interviewed.
Yeah, the guys from Calico, those guys reach out to me. I love to have them on the show. I like doing that, man.
Check out the interview. Josh Greathouse.
Josh Greathouse.
The Ballad of the Tiger.
Phenomenal creator.
That it's a great comic. And he does other comics as well.
He's got a pretty good editor working on that.
Yeah.
She's all right.
Having this week, though. Phew, thanks, Josh, for being patient.
Is there any chance we'll ever see a classic Spider-Man 2099 omnibus? Yeah, absolutely there's a chance. When? I don't know. Did DC cancel Gotham Central and Death of Superman, Teen Titans Johns? No, those are still in the catalog because they were far out. They might be reshifted. Was there anything special about the Immortal Hulk run? Did I miss something? It was just really good. It was a good slash horror comic book. They did a lot of things, a lot of throwbacks to classic storylines, a lot of throwbacks to the TV show if you were a fan of that in the 70s. I loved it, man. I really enjoyed that run. I think it started off really strong, and then towards the middle kind of dipped a little bit, and then got kind of crazy. But I enjoyed it. I'm still hugging my Tomb of Dracula Essential since I can't get the Omnis. One day, brother, one day. Oh, it is pronounced like uncles.
And just said, interview with me above 1,000. Yes, and I still can't believe.
Well, I was happy to have you there, man. It's pronounced uncles. One of my ancestors apparently just like unnecessary instances of the letter K. Okay. Ben Uncles. I kept saying uncles, but uncles. I got you now, my dude. What books were DC canceled? Right now, off the top of my head, Batman TMNT Omnibus. That's officially canceled. And the Dark Knight Detective Volume 6. But that one at least says will be resolicited later. I don't know why they didn't just move it, but whatever. As you all know, DC doesn't really release that much. They release like 17 to 19 books. You know, people on like somebody asked, and it's a legit question. I love getting comments where there's criticism, as long as it's useful criticism and not like you suck. I don't know how to respond to that other than all right. Cool.
Yes, you do. You're snarky back.
I stopped because of hip hop. Hip hop told me you're better off not being smart with anybody. Just move on.
Don't engage. That's what I'm trying to do.
And I do. Unless they get really hateful and just disrespectful, then we're gonna have a problem. I don't block anybody, but we're gonna have issues. Now, one of the comments said, I feel like you're doing a lot of Marvel stuff and not enough DC. And I said, I'm really trying. Like, I just did two of the DC Omnis, but there's nothing I can do if Marvel releases 30 books to DC's one. Nothing. And on top of that, DC doesn't even get back to me. It's not for lack of trying. I'm really trying. I love DC stories. I love DC collections, but it's just that there's not enough there.
So I suppose that could be a compliment that this person liked your channel so much that they want to see it.
Yeah.
But also, on the other hand, just watch videos about DC. Like, I'm sure there's tons, right? So just go watch it, somebody else's channel about it. Everything's good.
Or just, I do videos on DC. It's just they're not a lot. When DC releases 17
I know,
books,
but you know what I'm saying?
trades.
Like, even if that wasn't the case.
Yeah.
What if you just liked Marvel?
Well, there are Marvel's channels,
Right.
though.
So
I like everything.
How are you going to tell somebody, like, you need more of this? Well, go watch somebody who does have more than that.
Maybe I need a PR person.
Thank
Omar.
you for the super chat. Omar, do you think Spider Shadow will get a hardcover release, or is it too short for that? Can't decide if I should get the trade paperback or wait.
Yeah, see, that's a hard choice. I don't know. We've seen Zdarsky getting a lot of love, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've seen the life story. It's getting an oversized hardcover. We've seen his Invaders. We're seeing Daredevil get an oversized hardcover. That's a tough call, man. I would love to see that in oversized hardcover. It's a good story, too. I really enjoyed it. I like where it went. I like that they left it open. So, I don't know, brother. I would hate for you to miss it. The book go out of print, and then you're like, Omar said to wait on a hardcover. We still don't have one. Man.
Melanie, what series would you say didn't hook you that Omar recommended?
Don't you say it.
We made a whole video on it, Starman. It was good. It just wasn't for me. And I tried reading Transformers, and you said you got to stay with it, but I quit. Because you and Lydia love it.
Yeah, my daughter's dressing up as Human Whirl for Halloween. Like, that's how much she loves
it's awesome.
Transformers IDW.
The Whirl as a human is this little girl with green hair and pigtails and a gun. She's not going to have a gun. And like overalls with a Autobot symbol, but it's got an eye patch because she's got eye patch because Whirl only has one eye.
Mm-hmm.
I woke up and now all my manga pages are stiff. Might know why?
Did you leave them around my favorite things? Or breasts are my favorite things. It's one of my favorite manga titles. Whoops. Wrong show. Okay. I woke up and all my manga pages are stiff. You know why? No, maybe not saturation. Do you keep them in a basement? Like humidity. I can't imagine humidity making it. Humidity would do because manga pages are that matte newsprint page. They're hardly ever glossy. What book is it? Just out of curiosity.
Maybe it's on. Hello guys, is it essential to read all the Absolute Carnage tie-ins and the King of Black tie-ins to understand the story and main event?
No, it's good enough just to read Venom, honestly. But if you want to, if you're the type of person that has to read everything, then absolutely go for it.
Ringmaster's saying the 70s Hulk show got announced for a Blu-ray.
Really? Oh man, when I was a kid, I was so scared of that show. The opening of that show used to scare me. I used to close my eyes because the idea of this puny man turning into a giant green creature just scared me. I was 3 years old when my mom and dad used to watch that.
No. Have you read We Live? It's brilliant. It would be nice if you could get the Miranda brothers on for an interview.
I actually have We Live on my list of books. Shoot, I thought I added it. I actually have that on my list of books to read. I have a lot. I don't know if I'll get to it by the end of the year, but I heard it was really good.
Great Garlu, the main protagonist of Breasts Are My Favorite Things is a girl. Every cover, she's so happy. It's hilarious.
Yeah,
oh, what
awesome.
Wait, do you have them?
No, I don't have them.
Oh, okay. That sounds really cute. Don't forget to post the list of manga you're missing looking for. Oh, thank you. Yeah.
James,
Thank you.
You're such a good guy. Hey Omar, any word on Ultimate Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 2? No word yet. It all really depends on the sales of that Volume 1, right? If you all made it sell, then we will get it. So, we'll wait. Omar, when are you announcing Wolverine Omnibus Volume 3? I don't know, man. I hope it comes. Volume 2 sold out quick. So when Volume 3 gets announced, I hope we get a reprint. So, hopefully.
Oh, good. John really appreciates Starman. Never read until you guys covered it. Good.
Oh, man. I'm glad you liked it, dude. It means a lot to me, and we've almost been through marriage counseling because she doesn't like Starman. Don't roll your eyes at me, woman.
I read it in 3 weeks. I just pushed myself through it. There were some really good parts, but I'm like, it's so dense, and I just didn't make a connection like you did.
Dense? Oh, but you also read it in like a month.
Right.
Right?
But I don't think I would have made a connection regardless of how long it took.
No, you would have made a connection. I'll make you make a connection.
Okay. Any thoughts on Ikigami?
I haven't read it
Obviously
yet.
bought the volume 1.
I'm wondering if it's worth finishing. It's Motoro Mase. I haven't read that one.
Omar, you got your Cloak and Dagger volume 2, right?
Yes, I did.
Coming out on time still.
Yes, as far as I know, it's coming out on time.
Has anyone read Low?
Oh, I love Low.
Blind bought them and expect them today.
Yeah, I love Low. That's one of Rick Remender's better works.
Okay, what's worse? Me not liking Starman or Maddie and Amanda hating Dark Phoenix Saga?
Ouch, Great Carlu. Way to open up some scars, man. My wife not liking Starman? Yeah, that's worse than two of my friends not liking the Dark Phoenix. They're wrong, though. Dark Phoenix, come on, man. We didn't like Dark Phoenix Saga. Get out of here.
Oh, Big Stu and Orlando say, before we run out of time, what's upcoming this week for the channel? I watch your video every day during my lunch break.
Thanks, Big Stu. Much love back to you, brother. Tomorrow I'm interviewing Walt's Comic Shop at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. In the afternoon will be the announcement of the new Marvel Masterworks and the complete collections. On Monday is my...
And Ask Me Anything if you're a
if
Patreon.
you're... Oh my gosh, I'm doing a lot of shows.
That's the unrated.
Yeah, that's anything goes
version.
uncensored. You ask me anything, there's a lot of curse words I hear.
Yeah, join it. It's a way smaller chat, right? So it's easier to get to
that will
everybody.
be 8 p.m. tomorrow. That's for the engagement tier, and then we share that with the enhancement tier after the video goes live. Monday is my haul for September. I'm still waiting on some books, but I figured I need to go ahead and do it. I'm halfway through this month. Tuesday's the Marvel trades, but it'll kick off early in the morning with the big announcement from Marvel. At least to me, it's a big announcement. Trades, and then Old Reader, New Reader at 8 p.m. Wednesday will be the Hidden Gems, the horror. It'll be horror centric, so it'll be 5 hidden gems. Thursday and Friday will be a first look at one of the new Omnis. I can't decide yet which one. And Thursday, what was Thursday? Thursday's a list of something. TBA. That's how I roll.
Just being creative, and you've got tons of material to work with.
I do, and it's a lot of fun. Hey, Omar, which omnibus should I get? War of the Realms or Van Omnibus by Donna Cates? Van Omnibus is more complete than War of the Realms. War of the Realms is like everything from Jason Aaron leading into this epic battle. So if you haven't been reading it, you're going to miss out a lot of the story. But with Van Omnibus, you get everything in there.
Are you going to get a forklift when the Justice League Dark Omnibus comes out?
I can't wait for that book. That is DC's biggest book. It is going to be crazy. So let's do it. I can't wait. I can't wait for that book.
Is it sacrilege to think Days of Future Past was just okay?
No, not at all. Not at all. These stories have been around for so long. People have hyped them up. So I think there's always people that don't like these things, right? Like there's always people that are like, oh, that book was way overhyped. I'm sure everybody has a book like that. Like Watchmen's over. I've heard that. Watchmen is overhyped.
I don't think Starman is
Thing.
overhyped. I think it is a great story. I just didn't connect. So there you go. You gotta appreciate that I see that I recognize it. No, you don't.
Okay.
Hi from Belgium. Thanks again for the
Absolutely. I had
interview.
Nicholas on the other day. He's got his own Kickstarter, and you can watch that interview. We did that on Monday, this past Monday. Great, talented guy. He worked on a role-playing game, and they want to expand that universe to do a graphic novel, a European graphic novel. And the book's artwork looks amazing.
Jack, he did see Venom 2. Didn't like it.
I said it. It was as good as the first one.
But you didn't like
I
it.
did not like the first one.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, there's people that don't like Alan Moore's Swamp Thing. There's people that don't like Neil Gaiman's Sandman. There's people that don't like Chris Claremont's X-Men. Yeah, I think throughout the years, things get hyped up. And you have YouTube channels, some crazy guy going, X-Men is the greatest. You'll never read anything better than God Loves Man Kills. And then somebody reads it and they're like, oh my God, this guy's an idiot. God Loves Man Kills sucks. You know what's better?
But you also, it's a lot of, because you read it, it's from your childhood.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, they're
Nostalgia.
like shirtless bear fighter was better than God knows man kill. Or whatever you're into, right? Everybody has a different opinion, and that's cool. Bigger than Blackest Night, it is. It's their biggest omnibus. So I can't wait for that. I think Blackest Night is just barely bigger, but they are definitely in the mega. I thought it was over 1,600 pages. I have to double check. Young people got no taste. Days of Future Past better than anything written in the last 10 years.
But Torsten's saying that reading X-Men and making connections with the characters first helps you to connect. It's not as standalone as it is advertised.
See, I think it is a good standalone story, though, because I think it introduces you to the characters and it introduces you to the evils that they face. It's a powerful
I think
story.
it's still standalone, but definitely you feel more connected knowing the characters.
Shirtless bear fight. I know it's going to make it into one of my hidden gems. I was just using that as like, look at all these people taking up for sure. I know it's a good title.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have said it if I didn't think it was. About to move. Trying to figure out the best way to move my book.
Wait, I know the answer. Is it Mondays or Tuesdays?
You want to call them on Monday.
You call your local comic book shop on Monday. Ask for them. Can you keep the boxes from the shipment they got that week?
If they still have any diamond boxes, ask for those. Spring with Random, all those boxes are different.
And use those to box up your stuff.
Absolutely. And do not, just because you have a huge box, don't overfill that box to the rim, because you're the one that's going to be carrying it. So you can put 30 Omnis in one box, sure. But are you going to be able to do that up and down stairs? Like 80 times, depending on the amount of books you have. So, God loves shirtless bear fighter kills. Good time. I like that.
Is the boys omnibus still happening?
Still waiting on word, man. But it's a done deal. I think you all spoke, and they're interested in doing it.
5-minute warning. People are excited, right? Y'all excited
yeah,
for
fandom.
DC Fandom.
Yeah.
So
I am too.
4 minutes. We got to stop. Diamond doesn't make dope boxes anymore. Went to my local comic shop and he said they have to rip apart packages now.
God bless, man. How the mighty have fallen. This, I have my own thoughts on the whole distribution. It's anyway. Go back to over a year ago when I said prices will be going up and the shipping is going to be bad. I think I stated that on my Saturday chat. When people were like, "Are you worried that DC is going to go away?" I was like, "No, my concern is the price is going to go up." But it is what it is. Omar said it's so much that Melanie memorized it, right? She remembered.
No,
to
yes, because I learned stuff just listening to you
listen
about
to me.
the industry and such. Because we don't throughout the week, he's not talked to me about this stuff. We talk about the channel and planning and stuff, but I mean, like, advice on how to move and things.
The book that got stiff was one of my Dragon Ball Z Viz big editions. The other ones were fun. I've never heard of that, man. I don't know what could have made it stiff. Like, the pages in that are not even glossy pages. They got like a thick matte finish to it.
What? It's live.
Really,
It's
Dean?
already?
You gonna take people away from here? Dean, how you gonna do me dirty like that?
I don't know even how to react. How do you? What do you play?
Well, you make
it
a
like
react
that
and you
here?
put a thumbnail that's like, or
No,
like,
I mean, like live.
it's the thumbnails. People react like that.
Know, we do that too. You're like, oh.
What's up? How you doing? Amanda Pacheco. Hi, Omar and Mel. Hope you both are great. Just to let you know, I got my package
you.
from you, one of our winners, and thank you very much.
You're welcome.
No, thank you for being a big part of this channel. Thank you all for being a big part of this channel. I guess we'll end it. Oh, wait, I can't end it without saying hi to my favorite Jacob.
Hi.
Andrew.
Hi, Andrew and/or Jacob.
What's up, buddy? What's up, man?
Oh, you meant as far as a recap. I don't know. I don't think with me needing to prepare my classroom because it's so disorganized. With you making videos, I don't think we've got time.
Maybe I'll ask Maddie if she can join me. I don't know if she's busy or not. Maybe like later tonight if y'all want to recap or party or whatever. I'll think about that. But thank you so much for the suggestion. Look, people are saying hi to Andrew. Andrew used to come on our show and say hi.
Yeah.
Hi again. Hit that like button, everybody. Please, please. Hey, Omar, who's your favorite superhero from Marvel? Do you even have to ask?
If this person is new, sure.
Let's go, bub. Wolverine, baby. All day, every day. Followed by Storm, Rogue. I love the X-Men.
Thank you, Greg, for the encouragement.
Marvel graphic novel line Omnibus would be cool. Ton of those one-shots like Death of Captain Marvel, but they're so not connected, right? I don't know. Adios, Texas Gaming Comics. Love your Usagi. Take care, you all, and
Great.
see you on the interview stream. Thank you. Y'all will be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Have a great weekend. 1 minute in advance. Cheers, guys. I love the countdown you guys are doing.
Thank you, guys.
Let's see. Watch the count go from 249 to 254 when fandom started. Peace and love. Peace and love. DC just started a horror imprint. Soul Plumber was the first book, and it's actually quite good. I thought that's what the Joe Hill books were doing, because I want that box set that was delayed until November. Hey, Omar, are you reading Something is Killing the Children? I absolutely am. One of the best books. And if one of our Patreon tiers is the book club, they're reading the first volume of that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Yep.
Melanie,
So
who's your
join us.
favorite superhero?
Spider-Man. Yep.
That's a good
Got a
answer.
crush on him since middle school.
I didn't have a crush on Wolverine, but he's still one of my favorites.
Because I really respect him.
Yeah, there's that.
And I respect you too. That's why I love you.
Smash some like buttons. Thank you. What's DC Fandom? It's a place where a bunch of DC people get excited over whatever they'll show.
Wait,
They
but
can
why has it got an E at the end? Is it Fandom? And we're saying it wrong? Because Fandom doesn't have an E at the end.
I don't know.
What? Playing the John Williams theme. All right.
All right,
Everybody
guys.
go
Love
watch
the...
that.
Oh, wait.
Go watch it.
What? John Williams. Wait a minute. All right, I'm out of here.
Okay.
Everybody, God bless y'all. Good night.
Stay minty.
What do I say? Stay healthy out there.
Stay
Stay safe. What do I say?
much love.
Much love. Bye,
Bye.
everybody. Thank you.